Last time we ended up spending way too long on this particular map, so I went ahead, kind of off-screen, finding this again. Basically found a similar spawn here where there's just 4 enemies that can't actually enter the water. So I'm just going to go ahead and sort this problem out right here. Actually, can probably go ahead and speed it up a little bit. I guess there's not really anything they can do about it. Because they're just going to sit around getting poisoned over and over. Which, yeah, this was a little bit of a frustrating thing last time. Which, I want to point out, this is probably going to be one of the harder parts of the entire run, kind of. It depends. Obviously, it's going to depend on a few other factors. But for the early part of the game, this is really, like, the big oof part, as it were. Actually, let me turn the volume down a little bit, just because it sounds a little bit weird. In fact, you know what? Let's just turn the speed down so it's not doing that. It sounds a little bit annoying. All right. Anyway, so what I'm trying to get at here. So, as far as the early part of the game is concerned, most of it is just going to be a curb stomp after this. Whenever I did all my testing runs, it always resulted in, well, in a pretty smooth Chapter 3 and Chapter 4. Well, early Chapter 4 anyway. The main thing being that there was no way to progress after a certain point. Mostly because your standard equipment runs out after a while, and you need to be able to pick up some better equipment to kind of keep up with the leveling curve. Now, normally this isn't a problem for the mod. This was an annoying problem in the original game, but with the mod, generally speaking, Chapter 4 equipment is going to be, like, it'll keep you solid throughout the whole rest of the game. And technically speaking, it could keep the solo run of the modded version through as well, you know, all the way to the end. I should point out that actually the mods version is 1 tier higher than it was in vanilla, so you can get all the way up to the full extent of Damask equipment right in Chapter 4 instead of waiting till the post game. Vanilla, you got some Damask, but most of it was locked away until you actually beat the Hanging Gardens. Now, the thing is here that that stuff will be all right as long as level scaling continues. However, once we actually reach endgame there, the game will start scaling up. So after you beat Hanging Gardens, it switches over to a full scaling mode of sorts. And like, for example, if you're okay, let me take a step back here. Each area has 2 sets of skills that it can give to each of the units there, right? Now, normally, when you're playing through for the first time, it has a set level for the first one, set level for the second one, when it comes to story fights. So, it has its low end, it has its high end. Everything in the middle is what random battles end up using. They also have 2 sets, but basically, like, scaling like this, where it's they'll still have either their low end set or their high end set, but their level requirements will change what gear they have, what class level they're at, that kind of thing. So, for example, right here, these guys would be considered on the higher end. I believe, yeah. Let me double check here. They actually should be just, yeah, they're in 27, so they're still going to have their low end skill sets. Because of their equipment, it's kind of up there. Actually, no, wait, this is high end already. I'm sorry. So for this particular one, 27 would be beyond the breaking point there. But yeah, each map will have a different breaking point. Each of the routes will have different breaking points. But whenever they switch over, they switch over. Usually, once you start seeing worm scale and stuff like that, that's when you know that stuff's already switched over to scaling. But yeah, random battles scale up in just standard new game, and then once you get into new game plus territory, that's when everything starts scaling, for the most part. If you go back far enough in the game, there's some points that won't. If you end up recruiting new units, some of them will still have their original stuff. Like, it's kind of a weird thing, but there's one exploit that they kind of realized about the leveling system. So whenever you get your units at the very start of the game, if you end up giving them, let's say you took Lombardia in the second fight, right? You killed off everybody but Denim and Vice. You get your warriors up to whatever level, so you suddenly have a couple tiers higher than you're supposed to have. as far as their potential level that's available at that point. They apparently felt that that thing was worth patching, but then they only got as far as like the first group of units. So, for example, your recruits at the very start of the game, their armor will scale up, their weapons won't. Canopus will come in with his basic hand axe and short bow, but he won't ever go farther than that. The couple over in Chrysero already are unaffected. So yeah, it's a funny thing how they only went so far with all of that scaling stuff, or rather with locking away their equipment. Now, in some cases, we're still going to have issues, of course, but thankfully they didn't patch it for all the classes. So, well, not all the classes. I mean, they barely patched it for any of them. Let's be honest. But that's the thing. You can tell in a lot of cases that they knew the problems, but there really was only so much they could do. Because they probably looked at the timetable, they're like, screw it, we're just gonna have to hope that nobody abuses this, I guess. And that was kind of that. Oh, what in the hell? Hang on, my dog's getting into something. 1 second, please. Alrighty, and sorted that out. So let's move on here. Now I could at any point run up and just throw a finisher at one of these guys, but to be honest, everybody could just come down on me so severely here that I don't really want to risk that sort of thing. It's just not really worth it. Because yeah, it just takes a couple numbing hooks from that griffin. Actually, they're not called numbing hooks anymore. What's... man, I'm feeling forgetful today. Talon dives. There we go. But it would just take a couple of them. Probably just run up there, get double turned, get taken out. I'd rather not do that. Then again, this is why you don't normally solo this kind of thing, and that's why it's the impossible run. But, yeah, once we get past that gear threshold, stuff will be different. See, in the early game, like you may notice... back in those early fights, the solo runs were still somewhat possible when we were at the point that you know, there was actually equipment that we could reasonably go through. We were doing a pretty solid amount of damage for our actual level and all that kind of thing. And the thing is, once you get to endgame, that's still possible. It's just that they end up having a lot more health on them. So you're kind of more in a position where it's just better to be able to... you need an augment, basically. So if you're unaugmented, you're doing, I would say, about 70% of what you'd normally be doing in the early game, just because their armor is so much better. But then if you are augmented, I'd say you're doing about 20% more. So it's, you know, it's a little different. Now, in this case, we probably can take advantage of this a little bit, maybe bait them in somewhat. Get a little bit of extra augment training. And yeah, to all the folks that just showed up, Happy New Year's Eve to ya. Hope everybody's got fun plans in mind. So these guys are going to start running away. That's not going to be terribly helpful. Hello there, Dolgar. Can I still change sprite in the One Vision mod? Yes, you can. That's actually what I have going on right here. I decided to change Denim to look kind of like Giant Dad. So there's that. But yeah, you can. There's actually, if you've seen, I don't know if you've seen. Actually, I don't think I have the link here. Hang on one sec. Let me get it. There's actually a tool that Rake's put out that will allow you to basically change anyone into anything. That it'll just automatically generate a code for you. It's actually, hang on, I have a crap load right here. Like, if, where's the actual thingy? If I go over to here, go over to the cheats, as you can see I have a crap load of them on hand. These are just the basic ones I like to run with, which actually, speaking of, let's see, giant dad denim, there we go. Why did... Oh, crap. Well, that's a... Okay, hang on. Accidentally just pulled up the browser. Well, not just that. I ended up pulling up the wrong thing here because I was trying to interact with the OBS menu instead of this. But there we go. Gold Terranite is a favorite. Fair enough. Gotta look like Italio, man. But yeah, I like making them look like a little bit like Barbas here, just because it looks like the most like Giant Dad. Now, what I was trying to do is look over here, see what they're working with. So we got it's like one-hander and a two-hander. And if you're unfamiliar with OV, the reason I'm calling this one-hander is because it is a one-handed holy weapon, but it's the longsword version. So there we go. Anyway, but yeah, there's a ton of really good stuff you can do with the mod. But hang on, I'm waiting for that link to come up here. Because it's basically just like a spreadsheet that you put together, and you just pop in who you want to look like what. And yeah, it'll just fart out a code for you. You don't have to go digging around trying to figure out what's what. So I'm hoping he makes more of those for everything else, because he seems to be coming up with those tools as time goes on. So to kind of explain, since I haven't seen you here before, as far as where we are in the run, because this is kind of a funky situation right here. Basically, I had a very specific route set up for the solo run, but a couple battles ago, there was one random character that survived, and I didn't really think much of it, so I didn't restart it. Well, actually, there were 3 random characters that survived. Anyway, so I wound up being just slightly short XP-wise and didn't hit the level that I needed to pull off a trick that I was going for. So we wound up needing to kind of cheese a few fights that shouldn't technically be winnable. And so we were fishing around for different spawns on this map until finally, you know, we wound up here. So, so yeah, only a couple melee guys left. The Griffins are fast enough to the point where I just wouldn't really reasonably be able to take them on. So that's why I decided to make them go away. Pick up a card? No. This one I don't want to. It's just a loyalty card. No real sense in doing that. This guy's being smart. But they need to take a few steps to be closer. So I'm just going to let him take one more round and then go hop in the water. Every card counts, not the loyalty cards. And I'm never picking up the luck cards because I've already got my luck bonuses going, am I right? Wait, hold on. Yeah, so cold's mostly gone, but yeah, still a little bit of a remnant of that, so I apologize if I occasionally start coughing. It feels like it's all gone, but it's just slightly there, you know, it's one of those situations. But, that's life for you. As soon as you think your cold's gone, it's right back there again. And the nice part about Poison Mist also inflicting Weaken at this point is that, yeah, if you're... It gives a nice defensive move. It gives a nice defensive move if you're good with, if you're good with your timing. Because then if you know you're getting hit by a finisher or something like that, you can hit them with a Weaken before they actually touch you with it. You can never have enough luck. Yeah, true. However, you can also lose a hell of a lot of luck with those ones. That's why I usually don't end up going for them. Because right now, I've picked up a couple over the course of this run, and I've gotten bonuses. Not to mention I'm running a luck bonus off of the necklace that he's got. So I know for a fact that it's decent. And there's a very decent chance that if I pick one of those up, that luck ends up going down, and then we're in a little bit of trouble. So, after the luck run, truth be told, I still have zero clue what luck does in particular, because I'm starting to wonder if it even affects crits at all. Because thinking back on that run, it seemed more like it affected, it seemed more like it affected just chance rolls on everything more than actual, like, luck itself, or crits themselves. Like, I have a feeling it's just your odds of a secondary roll to see if you can succeed on your second roll or something. Because it made parry way more effective. It made deflect somewhat more effective, and then for everything else, it was just kind of meh. Well, I'm hoping to get well soon. I think... I kind of feel like I'm sort of better, but not really. It's like, it's right at that very... Oh, crap. I did a whoops. That was a misclick. My bad. Actually, let's go over here. No, wait, he's running a two-hander. Which one are you? Yeah, no, that's that one. No, he doesn't have any three ranges, but I'm still gonna go over here. Just because I want him to walk away farther. But yeah, it's that little clear-up phase, you know. It's one of those things that'll happen when you have kids. It's just you're always gonna get sick. Please miss. Thank you. Poison self is guide to your strat. Oh yeah, it's the real good stuff here. All right. Yeah, this is super likely to hit. I could screw up their order, but I feel like it's doing all right as it is. These guys' magic evasion is pretty low because they're kind of heavy fighters. So we'll just go ahead and do that. There we go. How's it going, Evan? How's your morning? How's your New Year's Eve? Does it feel like a new year? There we go. Why don't we just go ahead and shackle this guy? Make him not a problem. We'll give this guy 2 turns. And again, if I go here, then I won't be able to hit him. But this guy doesn't have a finisher. Alright. Yeah, it's really not worth opening up to a finisher for no actual benefit. Let's just go ahead and throw another one of these out there. Still feels like 2019. Well, one last day of this absolute suck of a year, and then we can move on to something new, you know? Any plans for the evening? Yes, we basically have a giant game night with everybody bringing all their expansions for Catan, and we're just gonna pretty much work on our sheep economies. That's more or less the plan. Actually, it's just me that's working on a sheep economy. Everyone gets on my case about always going for a sheep economy, but god dang it, I win as often as I lose, so it's more than most can say. For anyone that doesn't play Catan, long story short, there's basically 5 resources that you need to roll for everything. It's like there's like numbers all over the board, and every time somebody rolls the dice, if your numbers get rolled, you get those resources. And basically, what I always go for is one of the tiles that allows you to buy anything with sheep, because nobody ever goes for it. Because why would you go for just buying stuff with sheep? And yeah, it's like you can buy them with anything, but other resources are typically more useful to have around. So when it comes for sheep, you know, you basically only need them for building up your city. Well, you build villages, more or less. Well, settlements, but whatever. Ouch. I stole my loot and stole my dignity and then died. Anyway. But usually people don't go for sheep. And there's 2 of those ports, meaning that it's pretty much always available. That's kind of my logic behind going for it. Son of a dick! I forgot to turn off... hold on. Hold on. Hold on, we're redoing that. I was testing a thing earlier and I forgot to... No, I forgot to turn off a thing. God dang it, I'm sorry about that. I was testing... Okay, so earlier on I was trying to put together this, this save for a community run that I want to do. We're gonna have to redo that one because I forgot to turn off the dang cheats. Blah. Dang it, me. Alright, there we go. But yeah, I wanted to do this community run, or kind of community challenge thing, where I send everybody out a save that gives them exactly 30,000, a completely unlocked store, and then they basically have to just take that, buy a bunch of generics from the store, they can turn into any class, but then just make a multiplayer team with just that budget, which seemed to be a pretty fun setup. Oh, crap, I just made the thing go all explodey for a sec. The funny part is it's only like 1 level off from what it actually needs to be. Here, let's do... if I load state, will that... Hang on, let's reset it, and then we're gonna load state, make sure that all those cheats are off. Yeah, how long did the stream start? It just started a little bit ago. I'm literally just going over this one thing here because I just screwed it up. This took forever last time, so I just went ahead and found the same encounter, basically. Alright, so this shouldn't be affected because I didn't have those on at the time. So there we go. Now we do it again. We'll just do it on fast forward. There we go. We'll turn off the annoying fast forward once we're done here. Anyway, so back to the explanation on the amazingness of sheep ports. So yeah, normally people don't end up going for those sheep ports. A lot of times there wound up being like 2 or so sheep tiles next to each other, meaning that there's a pretty decent chance to be able to just be absolutely swimming in sheep. And since people usually prefer to go for like bricks or wood because you need them for roads, normally, you know, it's always available. Then usually folks end up getting more sheep over the course of the game than they need, so they also tend to use the sheep port. You can basically just pay somebody, like, let's say 2 sheep and a wood, and functionally giving almost anyone the 3-for-1 port, which basically means I'm constantly getting free resources, even when I'm not actually rolling those resources. Aw, thank you for the follow there. Hang on, I can't see who did the following. There we go. I just noticed that the announcement thing is not... Here, let's move that up a little bit. Unfortunately, Giant Dad Denim over here is covering that up. There we go. There we go. Sorry for sticking you behind the mascot. That was my bad. I did it dumb. I did bad at streaming. Let's see, we get 50 from you. You get a 64 out of you. That sounds good. Faster, faster. Yes, sir. Honestly, I would keep it on fast forward all the time if and when that sound could actually be fixed somehow. I've asked Rakes multiple times if he could potentially put together a code that would allow me to turn off the music, but apparently that is a no-go. There is a way to apparently go into the files and delete all the audio, which I've tried a couple times, but I haven't been able to do without completely ruining the thing. So, if that can work at some point, or if I can figure out where I'm going wrong with that, then we can just have the normal music off in the background and just have the sound effects, which wouldn't sound all jarbly. That's why it sounds like it's kind of running through a dryer or wash machine off in the background. That makes sense. Alright. Then we wait a little bit more, wait for stuff to happen. On the plus side, we might actually get that loot bag this time. See, did Denim have a new sprite in the mod? No. He doesn't, but this is a... Rakes put out a template editor a while ago that allows you to change the portrait and look of anybody in the game. So I just went ahead and made him look a little bit like Giant Dad. If anyone here is a fan of Dark Souls. Which I guess, technically speaking, is more of a meme from Dark Souls. Anyway, whatever. It's a sort of Dark Souls-y thing. It's just this weird build this guy put together a while ago. Let's see. I should have it saved right here. Chrome finally decided to come up after only 45 million hours. Alright, here we go. I got the Google Drive file. Alright, so, here's the link. So this will give you class tables, this will give you recruitment guides, this will give you, it'll give you the character template editor, and that'll basically allow you to turn anybody into anything. Like, for example, I believe on this same file, this save file, I have Casual looking like a pumpkin head, because why not? I like this game except the palace in the final dungeon. Yeah, the mod makes it a lot more tolerable, I will say that much. Because yeah, I don't think anybody likes those, especially the fact that you gotta redo them so many times for the purposes of just getting that actual true ending and all that. Let me just double check on this guy, because yeah, he shouldn't have any finishers other than Rushing Gale. He shouldn't have any skills that can hit me. He's definitely not terribly magical, so we just go right here. We should be able to hit him with a Grand Cross. And good stuff. Actually, that only had like 25% chance to hit, so nice. I actually pulled a dumb here, because this guy could have hit me with a Talon Dive, and for some reason decided to be nice. It's not the Talon Dive itself would be an insta-kill, it's the fact that he can do it multiple times in a row. That's actually been the problem. That's why we're... Hang on. One sec. Yeah, that was weird. It was like a cough and a choke in the same sudden second. Weird times, weird times. So there we go, collecting those cards that I've been told to collect. But yeah, so we will be going through Palace of the Dead for the purposes of this run. So that will be... we're going to go with not fun for anybody. But you know, it's part of the run, so it's part of the run. That's how it goes. Yeah, the point of this run is to beat lands. Since there are some new folks here. So we're trying to go for the true ending. Well, it's actually funny, because it's actually the deliberately untrue ending, but it's kind of the real, proper ending, and kind of the logical conclusion to what they set up. So they're like, hey, he's got time travel powers now, let's not explore that any further, and then the DLC, they're like, I guess we should explain this, huh? Because it seems like the logical conclusion would be that he would just go back in time and undo the start of the game, which, yeah, is entirely what we're trying to do. Now, I should point out, since it comes up pretty regularly, yeah, this is not meant to be possible. No part of this should be possible. In the OV mod, like, the base game was difficult enough to do solo. With the OV mod, it's a completely different kettle of fish. Basically, this was a bad idea. He's going to drop the bag. I can probably survive this, right? Yeah, he shouldn't do 300. He's not super scaled up or anything. Nah, it's not worth it. He missed anyway. Alright, buddy. Heh. He's still getting outfought. Anywho, we're just gonna drop some more poison on him, though. I just kind of wanted to see how that trade would go. Alright. Unfortunately, this is by far his best healing move. Please cough harder. Oh, man. Please no. Please no. I am very done with this cough. Alright, let's move over here. He's going to come up, be one tile short, be really disappointed in himself. Try to go for the finish. Why not? It's 40%. It's worth a roll. Get that preparation going for that XCOM 2 run. Start getting used to taking those weird rolls. Alright. And yeah, I'm pretty excited, because that Xenonauts run is getting pretty close to being done. All the people who know better keep telling me that no, my plan's going to completely backfire. But dang it, I don't see it backfiring yet. So, okay. You might be wondering, what the hell did we accomplish? We're at level 29. Okay, what's the big friggin' deal? So a couple things to explain the setup here. First of all, this will allow... Well, let me go save, because, God, that was... Yeah, that was tedious. Alright. Right, where do I have... Where am save? Yeah, this was that save I was working on. Where am save? Too many saves, too many things all over the frickin' place. There we go. 1 billion years later. So, okay, let's look at the class layout here to show what we're going for. So, basically, we want the warrior to be kind of still on the low end. We want it to not be scaling up, but we need access to double strike. So we're going to get that later. That'll be relevant once we actually get to working towards the Dragon Slayer. So we have the Knight, which has enough to give us Phalanx. That'll also be relevant. We have the Terror Knight at 29 for pulling off the gear trick. We have the Dragoon at a lower level, so that he can be used for elemental training for the story. We have the Berserker at 1, because I probably won't be using it very much. We have the Swordmaster at 7, because we will be... we gave it exactly 1 level, so that he can be used for a solid chunk of Farampa. And then we need the White Knight to be about level 12 once we hit the middle of Farampa there. Just because we need to be matching the lowest level of the available Chapter 4 things. So if we come in at around level 12, then we're still getting all of his OP stats and scaling and all that. White Knights actually benefit a hell of a lot in the early game. They're still very, very good in the later game, but around the middle of the game is where they're really, really strong. just because a lot of the stuff they can do, others can't. So they can exercise on an action move, as well as get haste out of it. They can strengthen, light buff, and accuracy buff on again on one action move, while still attacking. So if they essentially just throw that out there, like throw out a finisher, just sit there, counter swing a whole bunch, like they can just wipe out an entire front line like nothing. So very, very handy. And yeah, that's going to be our big carrier for a long time, and then if all goes well, once we get the Paladin, we'll switch over to that. But for the time being, that's kind of how it is. Now, yeah, this is a change in the mod, by the way, that Denim actually has access to many of the unique classes throughout the game, because it's kind of assumed that, okay, he's met them, you know, they shared some of their tricks, some of their trades. It's you know, they're buddies. They would teach them some of their stuff. He's their leader. He can understand, and it's good for him to understand all that kind of such. All right, one quick second here. Alright, yeah, just had to check on the kids real quick, make sure they were still sleeping. Alright, so let's take a look at these abilities here. I'm probably just going to go for that extra skill slot pretty soon here. We can't use any recruit skills over the course of this run, so we're not picking up that. Fearful Impact is one of those things that, again, seems like it would be useful, but we're not going to use it. We're going to want to get Counter Hit up. See, Counter Hit 3 is one of those things that helps out a hell of a lot, because it's one of those later game skills you can bring down to the earlier game. Rampart Aura we'll need, but we can't afford the full set, so it's not really sensible to grab yet. One thing I do really need to make sure that I have, though, is Squash. I believe it's the soldier that has Squash right now. I could have sworn that these guys still got Squash, but oh well. If you're wondering, by the way, off the vanilla game, Squash used to be really, really bad. It got updated for this one. Actually, both Shadowbreak and Squash got updated. So Shadowbreak will explode phalanxes, which are basically rampart shadows, which will do melee damage to every tile adjacent to them. And Squash will punch down trees, which is very, very, very handy. Alright, so currently our skill's looking like this. Two-handers all the way ranked up. Augment Air, not looking amazing, but it's there. Somehow I don't have Augment... What? Wait. Oh, right, he can't use Light because he's turn... I'm stupid. Okay, it's fine. Now, can we pick up Counter 2? Probably not. No. We're 100 points shy. That's fine. So the reason that I picked this particular setup, because this next fight is going to be a frickin' doozy. So the reason that I picked up this setup is because it's not enough to make sure that the class is leveled up to New Game Plus status. Because yes, once you recruit Diebold, he will come in at level 29, and it'll be like, you know, he's got his stats or whatever else. This is fine, he's this level. He'll come in with his better skills and things sometimes. I forget exactly where that triggers, but we're not after his skills, we're after his gear. So, yeah, the fight needs to start. It needs to start scaled up. Now, this one can only be answered as we want to go in and just never get hit. So, 10 luck bonus off of this, 20 luck bonus off the gloves. Probably put on the Silver Shin Guards to make sure that we're not being hit by casters, get some of that evasion up. Avoidance is at 99, it's acceptable. Still got the Silver Slayer here, and this is why we want to do it at this point. Because this is one of those, like, brilliant little unusual events of the stars aligning, basically, because the Silver Slayer is our best thing. It is a massive bonus against undead, and this is the one fight that we need to manage fighting a crapload of undead. They can't heal whatsoever. The problem lies in actually keeping the guests alive here. So, Diebold is pretty freaking competent, but we're going to get into that in just a moment here, because the ideal for this fight would be to go in with a White Knight, and that's kind of the backup plan if we can't pull this off. So Gildas is going to go over there with the wrong weapon that he never actually ends up using. But whatever. He doesn't end up using that in either version, I'm fairly certain. And also, Diebold can't even use that sword. Thanks, Matsuno. Anyway, so Gildas is going to run away. But yeah, Terror Knights can't use cutlasses. But whatever. So, they're going to do that whole suchery. I should ask Rakes if he can fix that. Because I actually never really thought about it up to this point. So yeah, everything here is undead. We're going to do a ton of damage because we have a very bonus damage heavy two-hander. On top of the fact that I think he gets like a 60% bonus plus the holy bonus plus... Here, let's see. So yeah, 60% bonus against phantom units. Plus 22% bonus off of it being a slashing here. Plus there is a hidden bonus on it as well. Plus we're getting another 40% off of boost... Or no, not 40%, hang on. It would be 4% times 8, so... 24... Really? Just 24%? Is that right? No, 32% bonus off of this. If we had Augment Light, we'd be getting more, but whatever. That doesn't matter for now. Let's see. So what I didn't like in the original was how slow leveling skills was. I don't think it was tolerable to get to Steel 2. It's the weapon progression that was kind of stupid for me. Understanding is that it's easier on this mod, so I want to try it out. Yes, so leveling is much more sensible on this mod. And I agree. Like, the leveling thing was... It hurt my brain. I've been running this game for like 10 years, and it never got any better. It really, really hurt. And the thing was, they've said in interviews, they've basically scaled the entire game to expectations from, like, really, really grind-heavy Japanese communities on forums. So they were really into MMOs at the time. They're like, man, I want it to hurt more. I need my drops to be super rare. I want to be grinding this crap for days. And yeah, you know, that's kind of what they went for. That's why the guaranteed drops of the series got changed out for, like, you've got a 20% chance of them to go and drop those gauntlets if you go into the dungeon, like, 4 times. So yeah, it was given a sort of MMO rebalance of sorts. But that it's kind of understandable when you look at it. So this is what we're here for, basically. We're getting this weapon off him. As you can see, it's a pretty freaking hefty bonus. Taking a lot of another 13 agility loss, because these things get less and less accurate as time goes on. But still, very, very strong. He's set up to always want to come in with the strongest and most defensive equipment. So he's just going for hard offense and defense. So he's always going to come in with his helmet, always going to come in with the worm scale armor. I've never seen him spawn with Dynamo Plate, though I do want to pick up some of that. Once we go through the law route, we're going to get some for free off of Yunin, though. And he always seems to come in with the Bakunawa here, so that's pretty handy. Now, he's immune to stun. He's got a lot of good stuff on him. He's got decent amounts of parry and overpower and all this good stuff. So he's pretty alright. Once he scales up, he's pretty formidable. Aurelius is kind of annoying, though, because sometimes she doesn't want to exercise, and that's what we need her to be doing this entire fight. So the goal is just to get across the map and keep them from doing something stupid. But yeah, so as far as scaling or skill raising goes, it is 6 times faster. Well, 6 to 15 times faster depending on the skill. So let's go and run over here. Do I want to do that? Not really. Actually, no. Let's go here. Because then Cleric attacks from the front. She takes a swing. Bird tries to attack from the back but doesn't have enough movement. Should be how it goes anyway. Alright, sorry for the slight silence there. Anyway. Stop rolling your 25%. Come on now. Thankfully, many of these guys do come in with preferences for power weapons, so they'll also be pretty inaccurate. The thing is, like right there, they both rolled unfortunate 25s right off the start. So our goal here is to run over to this end, make sure that we've got some good stuff going. Gonna put a strengthen up for an additional 20% boost on that bonus damage. So now there's only 2 enemies that can actually reach them. So we've taken this tile. She's going to go for that exorcism. So good. Even though they've taken heavy hits, they're not breaking that 50% threshold, so... Why are you using that on me? Weird. That's a move that gets rid of all debuffs. I'm not really sure why she tried to use that on me. Sweet parry right there. See, and this is why we needed to come in here with a Silver Slayer. If we just had any normal weapon for this type, we'd be having a hard time doing damage. But all of that completely stacked bonus damage is really ruining their day. So, oh, ooh, nice. Nice. Okay. He's still somewhat threatened. Once that archer comes in, they'll try to finish him. See, because we don't need Oleus to survive, surprisingly, but we definitely need everybody else too. We can't use poison on everybody, I just thought I'd throw that out there. As far as slow, though, we can use that. So, if I can slow down anybody, that'll be a bonus. This doesn't affect anybody. Hobbles. Hobble and lower TP. That seems like it could be pretty handy here, especially versus this guy. Yeah, let's do that. Feels like playing a MapleStory private server. Didn't know that. Alright, Lament of the Dead. Yeah, let's try to scare him too. Let's try to scare a zombie. Why not? Suck it, zombie! Get scared of life. Anyway, there we go. She's gonna heal him up. So yeah, by taking that middle tile, just like when you're doing this Aerosol fight earlier, there's going to be a much bigger aggro on you, but it's going to sort out a lot of their problems. So what we need is for them to kind of get recovered down there. Let everybody swarm on us, because we've got very good odds of actually avoiding all this damage. The problem is we can only do very basic heals, so unfortunately those two 25% early on might screw this attempt, but as you can see, it can work. We just need a little bit more stuff here. Hello there, Rakes. Nice to see you, and Happy New Year. By the way, Happy New Year's Eve to everybody. And yeah. So far, this is looking all right. Not super amazing, but whatever. Let's see, 2 for 1. Chance to knock that guy out. I think we're just going to face him and go for some basic heals instead. I don't have too many of those. Most of my healing items are of the actually useful variety, but these guys don't have too many ranged attacks aside from that one wizard. So as soon as they start exercising those ones down there, we can start moving the fight down in that direction and take that tile near where Aurelius is. Unfortunately, we didn't roll a lot of those blocks, so we're going to figure that out as well. But yeah, so we're only taking 50s from that, getting decent healing out of Aurelius there. Please miss, because that's already been too many 25s that have been hitting. Alright. So the downside here is there's no option to actually exercise with the Terror Knight at this point. I believe there's one of the two-handers that's... Actually, no. The Durandal is Renewal, not Exorcism. Yeah, having Exorcism on a two-hander would be something else, but yeah. So... at this point, I think we're better off moving a little bit closer here, because we're going to need to defend them more pretty soon. Yeah, let's just go for that. I probably should have just gone for the stun, actually. But let's go ahead and try to scare them a little bit. Scare that zomboid. He shouldn't be able to reach me. Oh, nice! Nice. That lucky crit. Alright, Aurelius, come on, I need you to actually do some exorcisms at some point. I mean, yeah, you get rid of that stagger, sure. Okay, here's the thing, though. Do you come with your... Okay, I can't wait until the neutral route is redone, because then she's probably going to come with her exorcism ability, which will make this a hell of a lot easier to do on a solo run for anybody attempting it in the future. I will point out, so far, Chaos route, actually wait. For this point in the game, none of the routes have been done, because this is Chapter 3, but whenever neutral route, wait, is that right? Yeah, no, it was Chapter 1 and then Chaos 2. That's been done then. Can pretty much confirm that? Okay, yeah. So there we go. We got the mod creator right here, the man himself. So, you know, Word of God and all that. So yeah, we're gonna try and create a little choke point here. I think that archer might have spawned in with a railbow, because he hasn't actually fired yet, which would be fantastic. Do you have a railbow? Dang straight, you got a railbow. So, for those unfamiliar with the mod, yeah, the railbow, it's actually called a bolt caster, but I like calling them railbows, because yeah, they're basically described as functioning like a rail crossbow. Well, railgun crossbow. And also, for anyone that's played RuneScape before, it always just makes me think of the kind of cheesy neatness that was the Xanac crossbow. It's just like, here, let me just frickin' charge lightning out of this crossbow for a special that's unbelievably unreliable. But anyway, let's go ahead and probably drop a Grand Cross here. Yeah, that'll wipe 2 of them. So this will mean that Aurelius will heal us. Diebold will probably go attack that skeleton. This might be... Oh, you dick. I was going to say, that might give us enough of an opening to pull this off. They're going for Aegis. It's just going to fortify a skeleton. It won't give them renewal. We need to open up enough of a gap for her to start exercising. Once we do that, aside from Kegels, it'll also end up deleting a lot of these units. Please parry. Please roll that parry. Come on. You suck. Alright. I mean, we're still only fighting 1 unit at a time for now. Thankfully, we got a really, really good spawn with that archer. So, the bird got over to the other side. That's unfortunate. I think what I'm going to start doing is throwing out Thunder Beasts to try to disable units. Oh, no, never mind. It's a restart. Alright, yeah. We're not going to wait that out. Go ahead and return to the title screen there. But yeah, it's very doable. I think we got screwed over by those 2 at the very start. So, okay, let's go do this thing. Now, if you're wondering about the weirdness of the run here, so basically, I don't have the armor that would be able to take punishment of this caliber at this point. It's actually kind of what we're going for there. That helmet and armor combo would be able to reduce these hits down to the lows, like 70s or 80s. But right now I'm taking 100 plus from it. All of this is basically luck bonuses to boost parry, getting health boost off this, this for resisting those casters, and yeah, we're basically looking like Vagrant Story here, but that's fine. Look like Mr. Riot, which it's amazing how well that intro holds up. I was going through that recently. I was just kind of playing around on the old Vita there, trying to think what to actually play that day, and it's like, man, that intro just holds up so friggin' well. It's unbelievable. Anyone played that recently? Just like look up the Vagrant Story intro if you've never seen it before. It's honestly like, imagine the Metal Gear Solid intro, and then just make it Final Fantasy. And it's basically that. It's like medieval 007. That's basically exactly what that game is. Just like, oh yeah, we got a problem with like a zombie-infested megacity and their like weird cult and all that kind of business. Like, and they're over here trying to blackmail the entire royal family and all this other stuff. We need to send somebody. It's like, oh. We go and send in the Risk Breaker. It's like, oh man. All sitting around a shadowy table. Stop rolling your low percents! It's freaking Amazon, man. Starting off the year with a bang. Or ending it with a... You know what? Her new name is 2019. There we go. Low odds of sucky stuff happening, but it keeps rolling anyway. Excuse me, Mr. Lizard. How on earth did you just get a turn? Actually, this could work. You know what? If I'm out of Aurelius' healing range, she can't try to help me. They're gonna aggro like hell to me because my armor is absolutely god-awful. So, yeah, this could work, actually. Yeah, this really could. Alright. I probably should have dropped that Lament or thrown out a Grand Cross before moving, because that 50 won't really do very much for me here. You're gonna go there. The nice thing is, this version of Aurelius, this kind of later game version, she only needs to take a turn or two to actually charge up her exorcism. I believe the game actually counts exorcism as an offensive move. Basically, the healer AI is only allowed to attack every other turn. Found that out a while ago. The interesting part about it, though... Oh, that's bad timing. That's better. Okay, please exercise somebody, or don't. Oh no, we're getting fuster-clucky here. She's about to get friggin' ganged on. I don't suppose I can just finish off Mr. Birdie here. No. What I can do is disable this lizard, though. So friggin' Thunder Snipe you. And then if I run around throwing out Thunder Beasts and Shackling, that could do the job, too. Alright, you do your check then. That's fine, I suppose. But anyway. What was I actually getting at? Oh yeah, so I think Exorcism counts as an AI move, or an attack move, because, yeah, the AI only seems to use it every other turn, and it's usually on healers. So, I'm not sure if we can get any confirmation on that, but I'm fairly certain. You have any way to stop her from healing Diebold, or just healing at all? I can't, without also disabling her, her exorcisms. Basically what I need... It's not random, by the way. It's, if they see a unit is below a certain threshold, they'll go and they'll try to heal them if they can. Otherwise, they'll go for, you know, a more offensive move. If they had Spirit Surge, they would use that. If they had, if they have Exorcism, they'll use that. In this case, the hell is she doing? See, like, in this case, for some reason, she decided that instead of healing, she would take out that ghost. I mean, sure. Why not? Why not? What about Gravity Flux? You okay there, Mr. Pugman? Old man Pug over here just choking away. Right. What do we want to do here? Probably should start off with a Fortify, all things considered. Like, the Strengthen is nice, but realistically I'm not here to do that much damage. It's better to have them disabled than actually dead. Oof. Yeah, pretty rough shape here. Gonna need a Willies to pull off some stuff. Parry, 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 or dead. Dead. That's fine. That's fine. I'll just redo it. Yeah, I don't know why that lizard got a second turn. Oh, I know I got a second turn. It's because the first time I didn't throw out the plume, which let me move without him double turning me. That's what it is. Yeah, the weird little stuff that you see over the course of over learning this game. Like, it's a shame that the base game had so many exploits. That's kind of what makes this this mod so much fun to play. It's just the base game had so many, just so many cool mechanics that never mattered because you could just stack damage so much that you could just ignore most of the game. And it's just tragic. It's tragic when that happens. Alright, please miss. Thank you. Now, for this next one, I need both of them to basically block each other. I'm gonna go here, take the center tile, get attacked by the Cleric. Cleric will hopefully miss. Get countered. Okay. The Cleric can't really do very much. They've got a finisher. They've got a very debilitating finisher. Okay, perfect, perfect. Please miss. Why do you keep hitting that 25%, sir? Ah. Let's see, I sure use TK a lot in this run. Would you prefer if Drainheart did level scale damage like Corrosion instead of percentage? I kind of like the percentage system, but I wish it was a little bit higher, to be honest. Because it's like it's a useful move with that percentage thing. It's interesting because it causes you to like go and consider leaving some enemies, you know, at higher health and whatever else. It kind of makes sense from a, you know, they're taking their vitality sort of perspective. Because if it was fully scaled up, then it literally would just turn into, you know, like bang dead, bang dead. Because Corrosion was, you know, doing that job pretty well for quite a while there. I think it was hitting in the 70s earlier. But yeah, I kind of like how it's at percentage at the moment. But yeah, the percentage is pretty low, so it's kind of hard to... I kind of wonder if 5% more would make the difference. Like, I feel like it's kind of riding the line between almost being useful as a recovery move, because it's got that nice thing like, oh hey, there's a strong unit right there, like, give me your strength, you know, just sucking their frickin' soul out, and then just getting back into the fight, as it were. But then suddenly they've used that resource. That's the fun part about the percentage-based thing. So, kind of wondering if it should maybe have more of a miss chance, but have a higher percentage. So, it's kind of personal take on it. Alright, so far, Divold's still at good health here. We're not getting that second exorcism. I believe she's locked into doing that first exorcism. I'm thinking what might be a better option here is if I actually start... Yeah, you know what? She always takes this tile. If I were to move here and suddenly give her an MP boost, I wonder if she would decide to exercise more. Because it should only be 15 for that, right? Let me double check. No, it's 20, so she has been running shy. I mean, right now it wouldn't make much of a difference. Let's see, Thunder Beast, who can... If we take one step back and we Thunder Beast you, that'll reduce some damage. Now, out of curiosity, is it possible to make... to have some finishers that... like, instead of scaling for accuracy or whatever else, would potentially just allow for using only 100? I think I might have asked that, and I think you said the game might not, or that it might be hard-coded. But yeah, that's just one thing I keep wondering, because, like, Thunder Beast, I almost never see an actual miss percentage for it. That's no, it's possible? Because I feel like some things would be awesome as just kind of, like, throw out a debuff moves, and it seems like there are a good number of them that scale for accuracy just for that. And if they only used 100 instead of using the full bar... Like, I don't know how many other folks like to use Thunder Beast for that particular purpose, but where it's just like, zap, you know, you're down, move on to the next guy kind of situation. But personally, I end up using that for that a good bit of the time. Alright, so, now that we're in this position, let's see, how's Divold looking? So I think he's still, yeah, he's still holding up well. You got Aurelius sort of holding up well. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, we got one guy disabled here. We're currently holding the line. I'm just gonna do a quick heal, I think. Let's top off health a little bit. Maybe Aurelius will go for the exorcism. In that case, we can get another unit here. Hopefully get them gone as well. Nice! Nice, nice, nice. Okay. What are you doing? Yeah, there she goes for the heal, too. I think her regen might just be low enough that she's not getting what she needs. She's not getting her her necessary MP supplements. Alright. Huh. Alright, good. You use your double strike, because you'll probably just end up wasting it on a counter or something. That's good, that's fine. That's... whatever, that's fine. Now if we Thunder Beast you, then you're disabled. Just gonna run here, disabling everything, I think. Alright, didn't need that to hit. Alright, she's got 20. There we go. Got an exorcism. Alright. This is the way, then. Sorry for the occasional sniffling on this end. Such is the joy of the season. Stop rolling 25%! Rah, 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 rah. Rabble, rabble. And stealing my loot. Which, actually, this level's loot would be pretty awesome to get. Oh, crap, it's a hellhound. I'm dead. Oh, no. Okay, I'm not sure how that was allowed to happen. Yeah, oh no, exactly. Thank you, Janky Knuckles. Yeah, that was, I don't know how the, how I let that happen. Alright. Gotta put the old Skulltopus out there. Rippin' vaporized. So, let's go run to the store real quick. Go to the ruins of Balmamusa. It's actually kind of funny to me. I always thought that, like, if... The first time through the game, I never even checked if Balmamusa had a store, because I just figured it was a permanent wreck. Just when she's finally doing exorcisms, yeah. I think if I give her the old druggy action here, she'll actually start using it more. I should probably pick up a few more of these as well. If you're wondering, yes, holy water is an item you can use for exorcisms too, but the TK cannot use them. It's actually one of the few classes that doesn't get a whole lot of item interactions. Because yeah, as far as all their skills and stuff go, I would use Augment Holy. Augment Air is just to boost Sonic Blade there. Boost its accuracy by 3%, power by 4. Well, accuracy by 3. It's not percent, it's just agility up by 3, something like that. Anyway, parry's pretty well up there. Not getting any helmet bonus, but whatever, we're going to get that as soon as we beat this fight. Still running basic versions on a lot of these things, so we are behind on skills for sure. But we're at least matching parry with them. We're matching, we're far exceeding power and avoidance. But yeah, it's just a funny little middle ground that was found here. That this is only possible because this happens to just be the same time that Baldur's popular. Like one tier higher or lower and this wouldn't work. But what I'm thinking, that middle tile will also, like where that soldier's standing right there, that middle tile will also block everything in the same way. Plus, it might cause Aurelius to back off into the water. And then if I can basically claim that tile between the houses, if Diavold takes the tile on the right side, and we keep that line kind of, here. Let's go over here. If like he goes here, and I go here, and then Aurelius is back here doing support, and that one MP leaf should be enough to cause her to be juiced up for a little while. So even if she does 1 or 2 more exorcisms, then, you know, we're off to the races at that point. Which, by the way, any preference with you guys if we want zoomed out or zoomed in? Because, I mean, I kind of like playing zoomed out. But, honestly, like them both. Actually, it's one of those things that I've regularly been posting over for Xenonauts 2. It's like, please, for the love of everything that is awesome, let me zoom out. Why do your games never let me zoom out? They're like, no, but you need to see our new models, but you also can't zoom in because they're also not the greatest. It's fine, don't question it. Also, kind of looks like I'm going this way, so let's see if we can't break this guy a little bit. Let's see. What do I want to do? I think... Whatever, I'm just going to give myself dodge. If it's going to be like this. Zoomed out? Alright. Fair enough. I was trying to figure out whether to give this guy false strike or put on dodge, which seemed like dodge would be the more useful. The lizard is really the main attacking threat here. Alright, there we go. Wait a minute, what was that secondary effect from the staff? See, I'd rather not give accuracy finishers a fixed cost. I might improve them in other ways. Alright. Fair enough. Like, I feel like Thunder Beast is really strong. I just constantly wish I could save some TP off it. Actually, come to think of it, what if they were locked into, like, 150 or something? Like, is it possible to make them scale up to just a certain number? So that they're more expensive, but they don't use the whole bar? Because I don't think they're ever even useful past 150. Which I guess is just more of a timing setup situation. Whatever. Anyway, what was I about to do here? Oh, I was checking what that secondary effect was, but then I realized afterwards, yeah, it's a hammer. She's got one of the side-grade hammers with the RT delay on it. That's what it was. So, yeah, I got slowed down by that claw hammer. See? I remembered the proper names for them. God, that knight with that axe is just brutal. Plus side, though, I've got all aggro on me right now. And that's... okay, thank you for the good roll. Aurelius, look, I know you're going to be tempted to heal the injured guy in a mob of zombies, but I'm a... oh, you absolute dinghole, what are you doing? You just ruined my act... he just took away all my dodge. Thanks, Diebold, you dick. What a rude, rude zombie. Now we're probably going to get bound. That missed, but yeah. Diebold got me killed. We would have had a pretty reasonable chance to dodge that. Though that time they all went into very interesting locations, because I was blocked off from going down the center by the knight, who then also had really high accuracy. What is the reason with her high accuracy? So like I said, worst case scenario, I think this is possible as is. Worst case scenario, I can just get the White Knight up to this level, and then we can do it that way. But, anyway, see now, you either set up a fixed cost or a minimum cost that spends all TP, can't set up how much it'll spend a max. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Don't suppose we can get any potential spoilers for ideas on what might be coming up? Alright, what if... Alright, let's go down the middle again, see how everything lines up. Alright. That's well enough. Hopefully she doesn't get a finisher. Good. Good. Now, out of curiosity, why was she so dang accurate with that axe? Yeah, it's just a basic axe. I'm not sure. Huh. Yeah, Ring of Evasion. I expect her to have, like, a Ring of Agility or something, but... I don't know. I don't know why she's so dang accurate. Because rank 8 two-handers give some pretty solid avoidance. It's very powerful, especially against dead things. Alright. Let's go ahead and stick a... do I want to fortify? I feel like a fortify would help a little bit, but dodge would help more. Alright, see, sure, one thing is that the boltcaster problem is that archers had... wait. That archers had won't be there anymore? Do you mean with the regularly spawning in with them, or do you mean with the verticality aiming thing? There we go. Dodge and counter. Because, yeah, I'd actually prefer not to go for strength in here, because if they're alive and disabled, they're a lot more dead than if they're actually dead. Kind of how all that ends up going. Ah. Block and counter. Good. So far, so good. Alright, she's probably gonna go heal Diebold. Right, okay, cool. Well... how could this have happened? Because you're not moving! Because he just got gangbanged by zombies. Alright. I'm not quite sure how his luck sucked so hard there, but there we go. That'll be RNG for you. Also, I just almost friggin' kicked my laptop off the desk. Why am I going here? Hang on, I just had an idea in mind. And then my brain forgot what it was. So, let's see. Actually, yeah, hang on. Let me readjust this, because for some reason, this little laptop here keeps wanting to go flying. There we go. That should do better. Now it doesn't want to go flying. Could go for this for more of it. Could go for this for more of it. Nah, I need the shin guards. Yeah, I think this setup is still fine. Yeah, part of it's going to be the starting RNG, but this is doable. I feel like the numbers are there to pull this off. So we can go ahead and speed it up a little bit. Right, she went for the heal that time, sure. Why not? You're a terrible person for hitting that. Alright, that's fine. Block, block, block. Dude, stop hitting me, you dang priest. Oh. Oh, goody, this one. Oh, this is a winner. This is the winner right here. Not only have they rolled almost every low percentage, the frickin' dragon survived. Oh, yeah. This is gonna be the one, I just feel it. Oh, nice, another 25%? Do go on. Please hurt me more. Okie dokie. And another 25%. Oh, wow. Okay, I gotta check something here. What is your luck right now? Stars shine bright, unexpected treasures await. Yeah, like a hell of a lot of 25%'s right to the balls. Jeez. What in the how, though? Okay, good. Shackle. Not like it's gonna make much of a difference because we're super dead anyway, but, oof. Oh, really? You're gonna just hit another one right away, huh? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. They just can't miss. He parried as he died. Like a well-oiled machine, dang straight. Ah, man. Alright, whatever, go out with a bang. Boom! Miss, miss. Ah, almost. Nice. I'm just leaving it to play out here. No, I'm not. Wow. That was impressively bad. Alright. So, by the way, Rakes, quick question for you. Is there any way to fix the sprite, or the weapons that they use in that cutscene? Because I never really thought about it before, but they both use cutlasses. And I'm pretty sure they both use two-handers. So what's the actual deal with that? Alright. Yeah, I don't know about well-oiled machine as much as that was very lubricated rear end. Nice. Okay, that's looking a lot better. That's looking very promising, in fact. Especially because we got the archer right up in front there. Okay, yeah, you go for that heal, that's fine. Oh, nice! And roll the parry. Okay, okay. Here's what we do. I can't reach Aurelius this turn. If I throw out the Cooper Belt, that'll delay these two. Alright? I'll throw them out of the order. Might potentially throw them in a different spot. So let's go ahead and do that. They won't be disabled, but where will that throw them? Yeah, that'll throw them out of order anyway. So let's run back here. See if Diebold decides to follow suit. Because what we want to do is get them in a couple choke points here. Nice, roll the parry. Then we need to get her a Mend Leaf. We need to get to that bottom corner. There we go. Not a Mend Leaf, but a Magic Leaf. Then we need to start knocking some of these dudes out. There we go. We've reached the target. Right, Fearful Impact. Good. Good, 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 actually. Oh, well, the counter sucked, but... Oh, that cast sucked, though. Okay, that's annoying. Tell you what, can you finish them off by some casting stuff? Gravity Flux probably won't finish them off or do anything terribly amazing, but it will ruin their evasion. Right. That's fine. She'll give me heal 3. We've got a turn with minimal attacks. She's going to get finished off and possibly exercised here because I think Aurelius has enough points. Alright, how are we looking? Yeah, she's got enough points. Oh, come on! Not a good time for a crit. Right. Yes! Okay. Beautiful. Alright. I need some disabling to happen here. Okay, who gets disabled? You don't have a turn coming up anytime soon. These ones won't be able to act. He might. Alright, they shouldn't be able to attack at all. Excellent. Heal him, then heal me. Then we're off to the races. Yes! Thank you, Diebold, for understanding how this works. Okay. Okay. Throw out a Mend Leaf. Collect loot. Baller. Okay. Got some leather, can make some loafers. Alright, that's a good Aurelius. That's a good Aurelius. Yeah, 2 of their biggest hitters are taken out at this point. So what I need is for you to get stronger. Alright. Get strong. Big strunks. Oh, crap. Well, that's fine. That's fine. You know what? Actually, this works. Okay, hold on. Oh, no. Oh, no. None of that. None of this dying malarkey. Right. First off, you need resilience. I need fortify. Until something goes down, I'm not terribly worried about it. Ooh, okay, that'll do. Alright. I need to get out of here. Need to put a fortify up. He's going to be able to hold him for a moment. Yeah, Aurelius is a few turns away. I need to put up a fortify to make sure that I'm not taken out by anything. Because what are we looking at here? He can't move very far because he's got rampart. No, he can still move freely. He's got 4, meaning I have to run all the way back to Aurelius. Impossible run, it'll be forever. Not necessarily. So anyway, he's got 4. She's got a finisher, although I don't think she's actually got the skill for the finisher. Yeah. So no skill for the finisher. She's literally worthless. You can't do anything other than swing a stick. Surprisingly good at it, despite that, but anyway. Wow, this guy comes in with all the skills. Holy hell. Huh. Nice specialization in way too many weapons. Alright, if I run back here, I'm somewhat safe-ish. Alright. And then I need to run up and help him out. Alright, that's fine. That's very handy, in fact. So he's doing a good job holding him off. Okay, first off, does she have MP? No. Crap. Should just let him be, to be honest. Definitely should have let him be. Okay, they're starting to pour through now. Oh, nice use of Shadow Break. Okay. If I go here, can I do something to you? Huh. Okay, I can roll the 54 there. This one would finish. I need to help him out. Skeleton's getting a turn. one skeleton's getting a turn. What other skeleton? Alright, that one won't do anything. I almost want to say we want to run up and disable that cleric. Huh. Guess she might get lucky and get a crit here. Yeah, this is a dicey proposition here. It's almost looking like the best move is just to finish off this guy. Or to disable this guy, if there's a chance. It's the best odds, because if I miss that cleric, then that situation's even worse, because right now they're still stuck up there because of Diebold. She's going to run up and heal him one way or another. This is somewhat safe. Let's go for it. Okay, so now he's not a problem anymore. Yeah, this is starting to look like X Division at this point. God's sake, this cleric with no skills is horrible. Yeah, I think this might be over here. Dang, it was looking so positive. Die! Thank you. Alright, come on, you got some miracles in you, Diebold. I have seen one version in testing of this this situation, wherein he just like suddenly pulled off a bunch, like 4 crit kills at the same time, but that was with a lot of the other stuff already dead. All right. But there we go. We have a really good position to follow up on. It's doable. The numbers are there. Do this. We have the technology. Okay, we got our block. The warrior is probably what's killing you. Yeah, I think so, but the thing is, there was the warrior and one of the other ones that that died last time. So there were 2 warrior units. One of them died off. It was a good time. This time they didn't, and it was a bad time. So there we go. They get their exorcism off. Good. Very good. Oh, not so good. Magic Leaf. Tourist Strike and Ogre making a ton of difference. That they most certainly are. Just need to be more offensive with the exorcisms, I think. Because part of the problem was, when she had Exorcism MP on hand, we didn't have anyone downed. And then once we actually did have somebody downed, we didn't really have any way to follow up on it. Alright. So if we go ahead and... I think she might have an X2 on hand. Yeah, she's got the MP for it. If we roll that, though, it's not worth the risk. Alright. Just Thunder Beast the guy. Alright. There we are. Please don't go for the heal, okay? Oh, crap. I'm way too dead to care. Alright, let's see if they can pull it off. Can they do it? No, they totally can't. Who are we kidding? How did I get hit for so freaking much, though? They have a double impact setup that I missed? By the way, you never did answer that question about whether or not they're forced to use cutlasses or not. Because it seems super weird that they're using cutlasses in that fight. Okay, that wasn't the best, but it's workable. Please miss. Okay, good. Nice. Okay. See, that's probably some kind of fallback sprite if they aren't using what the game expects them to. Oh, that's a thing? I was not aware of this. Alright, let's disable that dragon. I don't know how we're gonna deal with it, but whatever. Ute! Alright, whatever. Still, we're all right here. If we can get rid of these two on the ground, we maybe have something to work with. It's better have Diebold in the front line and me handling what's in the back. Alright. Still can't help her, though. Disable you. Not really the one I should have been disabling, but oh well. Good. Thank you for the fixate. I wish Aurelius would stop running away. See, a thing in even AAA games, your character would have an axe equipped, but wave a sword around cutscenes. Well, yeah. I mean, I know that. Hell, the cutscene later in Banuba, whatever, they're constantly swinging around a sword, no matter what you're using. But I just mean, like, for this one, it seems kind of particularly weird because, well, Diebold can never use a cutlass. Ah, well, crap. How could that happen? Well, because some idiot decided to do a solo run of a relatively difficult mod. That's why. That's exactly how this can happen. This is why you don't trust people with stupid names. Alright. Let's roll these dice again. Tink, tink. Rolls 25% anyway. I almost want to slow down that cleric because I'm just so sick of them getting in my business. That's fine. He'll be able to use the two-handed cutlass side grade in the next version, so I guess it won't be as jarring. Oh! Are they getting the two-handed one-handers? Nice! Alright, that'll open up some options. Oh! Oh! Ha 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 ha! Alright, you know what? Yes, the wheels of my brain are turning right now. Suddenly picturing all the stuff that can change for this run. There's options. There's ideas. Alright, good job with the gravity flux. That knight needs to go. I don't know how. Oh, I'm dead. Alright, attempt 45. I promise it gets smoother after this. If this wasn't such a massively beneficial thing, I wouldn't even try it. But this is the, by far, best way to get through Ferrampa later, because that one will be even tougher. It's like 23 versus 1, so yeah. This is a party that can't recover, that basically has few skills and whatever else. Once we get into that major Ferrampa fight, we're talking about a situation where everybody can recover, but they've also got undead, and they've also got access to pretty much all debuffs, plus they've also got access to the endgame gear and stuff. Not to mention a bunch of slowdown potential and all that kind of thing. Not to mention it's a massive map with few choke points. It's like, yeah, that one's gonna hurt real good, and yeah, functionally speaking, it's almost impossible to do it without doing this setup. That's actually the moment. Oh, like this one I've pulled off before, so I know that it can be done. But yeah, that one for Ferrampa, it was difficult enough to the point that I would basically just declared that it was just impossible without actually doing it, like without doing this. Because there was one time that it seemed like it would have been possible, but that was, like, it was a maybe. But even then it ran into a situation where there just wasn't enough hitting power. And that's basically what it boils down to. Your attack power slowly scales down as the game progresses, just because augments are starting to become more of a thing, so if you get your augments and ranks all the way up, then you're doing more damage. If you haven't, then it's going to seem like you're doing less. Let's see, so it'll be transfer skill, though it might give enough of a hint that it isn't something you should use by default. TK with a one-handed sword skill would have nothing to use until level 10. Alright. Sounds like it should be pretty awesome. Very good. That's one down. Get those heals going. Kinda wish she would have gone for an AoE heal, but that's fine. Let's... this would do okay damage. Just do it. I have a feeling this run's pretty well screwed anyway. Yeah, there we go. He's getting all those buffs off super early. Come on, RNG. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hang on, stepping away for just one sec here. Alrighty, and back again. Okay. Do this once more. So, question was asked earlier. Now for the other folks that are here, what are everybody's plans for New Year's? Anybody up to any interestingly fun stuff? Unusual shenanigans and all that? I'm thinking if I lead them all this way, maybe we'll be able to pull off some shenanigans. I'll go for the Exorcism. Warrior might go for her. Bird goes for me. Parry, please. Ah, crap. Working New Year. That sucks. But hey, you know what? It's at least it ain't Christmas, for what it's worth. Alright. Let's go ahead and finish off this ghost. This Cooper belt sees its most useful use, quite frankly. It's not like it's a bad ability, it's just kind of situational. It's like, I always feel like Cooper belt is there as kind of a stopgap for like, any time that you don't have one of the ones you actually want to use. Like, you need a close range accuracy move, there's Cooper belt, because you don't have Thunder Beast on hand. So you need a far away move, but for whatever reason you can't use one of the other ones. Or you need a slow down thing, but they're exactly 2 tiles away. Like, there you go, Cooper belt. Actually, no, wait, Thunder Beast can do 2 tiles away. Yeah, then I don't know. Need to hit 2 things, but you don't have, you can't have access to Grand Cross for whatever reason, or it won't hit. There we go, that works. On a bit of a random note here, I'm kind of curious what would happen if he were to Shadow Break this right now. Because technically speaking, we're not marked as the same team, so... Huh. Makes you wonder. Alright, there ain't really too much I can do here. I kind of got checkmated. But, I guess what I can do is make some of them pretty worthless. Probably throw out a Gravity Flux here. At least ruin their evasion a little bit. Give them a bit of the old scare. No scares, apparently. I love how this fight basically boils down to scaring and disabling ghosts. Freaking trying to SWAT team a zombie army. That's a real question. It's like, in the... Oh, you know what? You know what I want to see? I want to see a ghost movie where there's like a priest and a SWAT team throwing out sanctified flashbangs. That has to be a thing. Does that exist anywhere? Somebody please tell me. I have to know. Boo. Missed. And dead. Actually, speaking of, see, it does have a use of sorts. Shackle doesn't block active skills and doesn't work on bosses. Line finishers are getting 1 extra range in the next version, so you'll be able to hit more... Oh, nice! Okay. So that means the axe one should be able to pretty much hit for infinity, and then that one should be able to... okay. That should be awesome. And dead. Well, I'm looking forward to try that out. How's it going, Mr. Man? What you got there? Son just walked up with his little toy car. Like how I got a little toy car. Just got out of the play area. Who knows why I'm a little... Who knows how I'm a little Houdini. Yeah, this kid's hilarious. Like, we have we have this new play area set up where it's like a set of like plastic walls and all that kind of thing. A few feet high, nothing that he can really climb on. Somehow the dude keeps wriggling his way out of there. Before, he found a way around the sides, and so we closed that off completely, made sure that it can't even budge. But then he found another way, because he always does. He just, like, wiggled his way out of there. He's like, yep, how's it going? Heard y'all were trying to stall me in here. Heard there were snacks I wasn't getting. There we go, let's slow down this lizard and try to drag them on this way. What I'm thinking is if I drag him up here... Oh, you terrible priest! This zombie cleric is surprisingly beastly. Oh, wait, what? How? This is round 2, dude. How are you dead already? Okay, that was bizarre. Anyway, yeah. So, not sure how that happened. But yeah, if I can drag some of them away or do something. It seems like there's different opportunities every single fight. Why don't we try going this way? Let's see what happens. Alright, that's unreliable, but oh well. Yeah, so far none of this is really working out to our advantage. We can take this tile. Probably throw out a dodge. Alright, dragon's gone, she's isolated. My decent chance to dodge is apparently completely inverted for some reason. 80% keep missing, 40% don't miss. Whatever. What is a number anyway? Yeah, they came in with some pretty crazy evasion this time, though. Let's start throwing False Strike on everybody, though. Actually, that's probably the trick here. If I throw False Strike on everybody, they'll keep taking crappy hits. Or they'll keep taking bad swings, and yeah, the one with False Strike hits, the one with nothing... Yeah, okay. I see how we're going with this game. Maybe luck is just your chance for all the rolls to be backwards. It's like once you pass a certain threshold, it's like everything goes in the opposite direction. Right, well the odds suck, but we're gonna go this way. And then we're gonna turn off this bird. Hit him with some lightning. I hear they're weak to lightning types. They're weak to electric damage. Nice. Alright, so she's probably gonna go for a heal. Yeah, there's nothing useful for her to do anyway. There's actually a chance that, yeah, if I knock this guy out, there's a decent chance that good stuff will happen. Puts me in a risky spot. Feeling confident enough to roll the dice on that one. Because Diebold is currently not super threatened over there. Okay, good. Took an oak. Oh, you suck. Please, just do the exorcism to be insulting. Yeah, alright. I see how it is. See how it is, game. We've known each other for so dang long, and this is how you treat me. Anyway, no. Let's go back to it. Yeah, this is still looking very workable. Still bummed out about that one attempt, though. Got so close. If we can get everybody clustered up in the same... Okay, stop rolling 25s. Good lord, no. That's just a no. I hope that someday the calculations for how luck actually works get discovered in the code somewhere. Because I really want to know how this completely, like, bass-backward system works. I'm literally starting to think that it's just a chance for rolls to happen backwards. Like, whatever they happen to be. That sometimes, if your luck is too good or too bad, like, negative luck causes it to roll backwards when it's positive, and maybe the other way around. It does seem like a very them thing to do, you know, but... Let's just wipe these two. You kidding me? Rude. Double rude. But this is one of those situations that made me kind of wish I had trained 2 HKs. In fact, you know what? That might not be the worst idea in the world. Let me double check something real quick. So yeah, Baldur 2 HKs are a thing right now, aren't they? Yeah, Spirit Blade's right here. So, if I were to, say, go get the Swordmaster, right? Switch over to that, go over to the 2 HK, basically just grind it up to 8. We're only getting a 40% bonus. We're not getting a massive attack bonus off this or anything, but there's a hell of a lot of luck on there. What kind of finishers are we getting out? We're getting the double cutter, getting a AoE, I think it was like an AoE sleep. No, that's the 1 HK. Hang on. TP reset for one of them, I think. I know there's the Sun Blossom, because it's got that sweet animation for it. Time to double-check my own guide. One sec. Come here, amazingly written guide that's totally been updated recently and hasn't been outdated for a couple versions at all because I'm totally not overwhelmed with 100 other things. Alright. Let's see, we got knives, got swords, got containers. Them dang weeb swords. Okay. Western swords and fists. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, Yunuki, damage scaling, AoE, wind. Basically Grand Cross, all things considered, just for wind. Got a Frighten accuracy move. Doesn't disable anything, though. Accuracy-based AoE fire move with the Sun Blossom. Yeah, they don't have anything that really disables, is the thing. Hi there, Chrysotip. How's it going? Or Chrysotip. But, yeah, for now we're okay. That might be an idea for the future, though. I did want to route in 2 HKs at some point, but I guess technically speaking, their better weapons would be something that's easier to route in. Because the actual 2H enchilada is pretty easy to get hold of. I'm trying to think about why don't I just do that? I mean, they don't scale as well, that's for sure. That's for dang sure. Fine, and you? Well, I'm sorry that you're getting a fine. Should have parked somewhere else. No, so far so alright. Redoing this fight several times, but I do believe it's possible. Basically, just discussing all kinds of out-there mechanics, and it sounds like we got some cool stuff coming up for the next version of the mod, and, you know, just generally having a nice New Year's Eve. So, yeah, definitely can't complain. My son's over here being hilarious, as he does. Linked over here on this little ledge playing with a little car. Alright. What are you doing here? You're the two-hander guy. A true strike. I'd prefer for you not to have that. I'd also prefer for your TP to go bye-bye, so... There we go. Don't follow me. Alright, there we go. This priest, dude. This priest is ridiculous. Whoa. Well, at least your cough sounds like it's clearing up. Alright, there we go. There's another one gone. I could use a little bit of assistance, though. Can we Thunder Beast you? Yes. There we go, Shackle. I'm gonna need that rescue pronto. Come on, give me that heal, too. At this point, if I can get myself out of here, I think we might have an okay situation. Because I think that was the Amazon that just went away. I actually looked away at just the wrong moment. Okay, we got a parry. Please parry this. Oh, crap, we got the double parry. Okay, this is looking realistic. I need to get down there and give her some juice. Alright, good. He's bound. He can't move. That's a perfect spot for him, too. Okay. Goes for the heal. Come on. Run up close. Drop her a leaf. Then I'm going to support Diebold. Okay, this is looking really promising right now. No. No, 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 no. Come on. Save him. Oh, God's sake. No. Alright. fine. Man, that was looking so good. Oh yeah, is that funny? Is that funny, little man? Toddler's over here laughing. Like, yeah. What happened now? Alright. Good. But yeah, so for the new folks that just showed up, basically what we're doing here is trying to sort of trick the game into giving us gear that we shouldn't have access to yet. And doing so involves taking on a fairly difficult fight here, which functionally boils down to 3 people versus a army of zombies. It's not as impossible as it sounds, but yeah, functionally speaking, we're kind of just rolling on RNG right now. In many cases, it's just going to come down to dice rolls, because what I need is for all dodge rolls and parry rolls to, well, just go our way for the most part. At least for the start of the fight. The couple times that we've gotten past that initial barrier, we've unfortunately gotten overwhelmed, so yeah, it's a little bit of a thing. Now, I'm thinking what I should pick up is Rampart Aura. Maybe replace Augment Air with that. That would probably help out a decent chunk here. We're gonna end up missing out on some stuff later, but it's a possibility. Actually, that might be the best option here, because then I can take this move here. Wow. Aurelius, you are a terrible person. You just let me die so that you could top yourself off slightly. Thank you so much. You're becoming the new Rafa here. Alright, so let's see how much of a difference that makes. Let's go pick it up. Alright, replace Aug Air with that. And away we go. Alright, so, now back to what I was thinking about the 2 HKs. Now, the main reason I was thinking about those is actually their side-graded version. Simply because the extreme lightweight of those things mean we could put for maps where that's a priority. We could actually just run up and do the double hit move on a lot of things fairly reliably. Like in this fight, it could potentially be useful because we could get around the map much, much faster. But right now, the actual training for those is missing, so it won't be super amazing. Alright, good. Roll to parry. Come on, give us the heals. The good heals, please. Oh, Willius! You, You're lucky these parries are rolling, lady. Because she in no way needs to survive this fight. The only one I need is Diebold. Let's do Lament. That'll screw up their stats. Let's go for the Grand Cross here. It won't finish them, but it will put them into a better position to be finished later. Gotta keep rolling these parries. Yeah, this is looking dicey. Yeah, can't do much if dead. If only someone could convince Aurelius not to run away like she does. Because yeah, if there was an option to tell the AI that they don't have to move every single turn, then things would be a bit more useful. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do-do. It's not called the Impossible Run for nothing. Okay, perfect. We got that center area. You know what? If we can all claim that center area, that's fine. Although he's getting completely and thoroughly demolished like nothing, and she spawned in with a hammer this time. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's a party now. Alright, turn you off. Stop dying, Diebold. I know it's your name, but you're not supposed to do it. And he's dead. Thank you, RNG. this? Alright. Fairly standard start. Wow. Wow. Okay. Still potentially salvageable. Down? Alright. Might have saved some damage by downing that soldier guy there. If I can stagger out their turns in such a way that not everybody is constantly up. Oh. Hang on. Kiddo's asking for more snacks. Just a moment. Alrighty, and back. Let's see, not related to this playthrough, but can you become a zombie in the game, and can the enemies exercise you? Yes and no. So, well, that is to say, yes and yes, but also no and no. So, you can become a zombie, or rather, all of your generic units can become zombies. Anything marked as generic can be a zombie. Anything marked as unique in any way cannot. So, for example, these two couldn't, but if we hired some random unit from the store, they could become a zombie and be exercised. You can also hire any zombies that you find, if you've got the right recruitment skill for them. So yeah, there's that. Out of curiosity, let's just see what happens if we try to go in here with a Spirit Blade. Actually, for that matter, what if I just get a regular Boulder here? No, don't... Wait, what? What? Wait. What the hell? When did I get this? Dude, did this drop off that last fight? Did I miss this? Well, crap, that's pretty frickin' useful. Good to know. So, okay, that'll be useful in the next update, then. Because this is basically the same thing that I'm going for here, just with this other one here. Huh. Alright. I mean, in that case, if I can just friggin' cheese him off that other map, maybe I should just do that. Alright, we'll give this a couple other little attempts here, and then if it's still being a pain in the butt, then we're just gonna go for the other approach. So, I just want to see what happens if I do this. Yeah, for a second there, I thought I had left the that setup cheat thing on, because there was a glitch with the setup cheat for that save file I was trying to make for the community challenge. But yeah, it was. Turns out that's not the case. Turns out I just happened to get one of those. Is Divine Knight good in current OV? Very yes. Very, very yes. Basically, they're pretty much the only one that can do a straight-up revive. Plus, a lot of their abilities are really strong, especially, I think it was, one of their songs, basically, all of their songs are basically like, it hits somebody for an equal amount of MP and HP, or TP and HP, or like MP and TP or something like that. All kinds of different combinations of that. And works in an AoE, which can be like they can just run up and wipe an entire area if your stuff lines up right. They're pretty freaking fantastic. They're one of the only heavy flyers that you can get, and not to mention you don't have to go through all that bullcrap to actually get them. All you got to do is get the Ensanguined Rood, which you're very likely to do upon first getting into San Bronsa, and congratulations, you have the class mark to just turn one of your people into an Angel Knight. You don't have to go through all that crap of, like, turning him into a zombie, going down to the bottom of the Palace of the Dead, going and friggin', like, stripping off all their stuff and turning him into a skeleton, and then going back to San Bronsa, then going up and using the item on the exact right floor to turn him into a frickin' thing. Like, who did this? Why would you make it like this? I mean, I can tell you why, but it's stupid, is the thing. Yeah, don't thank me, thank Rakes. Dude made this crap happen. It's cool. It's good stuff. Alright, Silver Spirit Blade. So, alright. So this is, like, the weakest of the two-handed weapons, basically. But, and indeed posterior, here, let's pick up that. You can't use two-handed katanas. What the hell am I thinking? Thanks, Brain. You did smart real good. I know, think, Brain. Do occasional thought. Alright, whatever. We're gonna save it anyway, because I want to have one of those for later. And I want him to have that skill. Replace that Augment Air with some Rampart Aura. Because eventually I want to have Rampart Aura 3 as well as Phalanx so that I can completely control how many units are approaching. Because by the time we get to the point of the, like, 20 versus 1 engagements, I don't want to be engaging anyone more than one at a time. And the means to do so are a tad difficult to pull off. Big brain or big pain? I mean, I don't know. It's usually the question that comes up every time I try to tell my wife a bad pun. The question is, will there be a laugh, or will I get slapped? Usually it's the latter, but then again, my jokes are terrible. Okay. Which is kind of funny, because this was last year, but my wife had gotten me this book of dad jokes for my, or I think it was for Father's Day. And just like immediately, I opened up the thing, and was looking at it and laughing, and then suddenly you could just tell this look on her face of like, oh God, what have I done? Oh, it was awesome. Anyway, wow, my throat just decided to completely annihilate itself, whatever self. Do we just delay these two? I mean, that would give us a little bit more recovery time. How's her MP looking? Trash. Okay, let's go ahead and fix that. Please repair broken leaderman. Thank you. Because I just took a whole bunch of hits. So, let's see. Got this book right here. What do you get when you cross an Olympic swimmer with an elephant? Swimming trunks. Nah. We would tell you another swimming joke, but it's too watered down to be funny. It's literally like, what is it here? 320 pages of just this. It's glorious. Also, I'm dead already. So, what did the doctor say to the patient after the operation was finished? That's enough out of you. Okay, we can put that away now before everybody leaves and probably gets a restraining order. But yeah, I tried to go get a restraining order against somebody with a name like Coffee Potato who actually looks more crazy. Okay. Let's try that again, hopefully with a bit better RNG. Oh, crap. What in the hell? Okay, that's hilarious. My dog just came, walked over and was messing with my chair and put his paw on the little lever that caused it to fall down. So just suddenly lost all the elevation. Scary times, man. Scary times. Okay, and we're getting crits right off the start. Can I get a we're screwed? Alright, double parry. Maybe not so bad. Now, if we can just go ahead and shackle this one. This has actually been a pretty rare opportunity. There we go. Disable that knight right off the get-go. If we could get them to be one of the first exorcisms, that'd be great, because she already blocked access to the dragon. Alright, she's not taking her initial exorcism. That's not good. Yeah, she's not going to take any initial exorcisms at all, because she has no time to do so now. Question is, how is her MP looking? Awful. I'm almost tempted to say that the optimal route here is to just try to get more levels to make sure that she can actually regen those couple extra MP. But that would take like 5 more levels, and god, that would take forever. Let's see, milk with honey would help, or just a pure spoon of honey, just attention to which honey you take. Best to be a clear one, like Acacia honey. Yep. Well aware of that. It's been, I've actually been, I was curious if agave would work, weirdly enough, because we don't normally have honey around. And surprisingly, it's been doing the job. As soon as I started taking it, it started clearing up my throat real good. But yeah, it's mostly just the talking that constantly brings it up again. But you know what? Really wanted to see about progressing past this fight today. Tends to work out a lot better if you're not currently dead. But I appreciate the advice. It is very true. But yeah, milk with honey is particularly good. Gotta drink that stuff practically boiling. Mix it all in there, and burninates your throat real good. Then you feel all great afterwards. Actually, one bizarre thing the other day that I'm not sure if it was just a coincidence or what, but anyway, I ended up getting like a thing in my mouth there, so was going and gargling some hydrogen peroxide, which that stuff works pretty dang well for that. And just kind of out of curiosity, well, not really out of curiosity in that particular instance, it basically just made a weird situation where for some reason my throat started clearing up right away. Couldn't really tell you why, because it didn't really ever seem to have that effect before, so I wasn't sure if it was just a coincidence or what. But yeah, seemed to work. So I need to remember to try that next time there's a cold. Don't take honey that are spicy like pine honey, they make it much worse. Oh yeah, for sure. Which is weird, because I'm basically putting way, way, way too much into coffee here, which coffee is also a terrible idea for it, but if you put enough, it kind of counteracts it. And, you know, coffee's just really, really tasty. Yes, I know it's a terrible idea. Very well aware of that fact. Please miss. There's no chance to miss in that particular instance. Alright. Alright, what are you going to go for here? Alright, what if we go for something different here? What if I just weaken everybody, for that matter? Do I have anything that does weaken? I don't think so. I can't give myself Fortify, though, because I'm already near maxed evasion. Alright, Dragon goes away. Coffee with the same amount of mix with milk wouldn't make it not worse. Speaking of 50-50, if you want to say milk coffee. Yeah, that's basically what I had here. Basically, 40% coffee, 40% milk, 20%, well, agave in this case. It's not the same thing, it's definitely not as effective as honey, but it's still reasonably effective. More so than I expected it to be, actually. Because agave is one of those things that normally is, like, it's a honey replacement, but it's still more of a plant nectar than it doesn't have all the same kind of healing properties and all that. But surprisingly, it's done the job, so thank you, Cactus. We stopped having honey on hand after apparently one of the lids didn't exactly go on all the way, and we had flipped the thing upside down, hoping that it, well, hoping that it would collect whatever was left onto the bottom of the thing. Instead, it ended up covering the entire cupboard in honey. Needless to say, my wife was very pissed. So, after that point, there really wasn't a whole lot of honey in the cupboards. Alright. So, Aurelius, I'm going to need you to make the right decision here. You are at full health. Don't use the AoE heal. Oh, you're going to heal? Okay, whatever. That's cool. I'll just die then. Why does it feel like as soon as we put on Rampart Aura, they're getting amazing RNG here? I know we didn't get lucky that many times in a row. I turned the wrong direction. This one's entirely on me. My bad. No. You use your impossible cutlass. Now, you know, I actually haven't gone back and, I should probably check later if the vanilla version also has the cutlass thing. Because I think the Birkenaua here was also available in vanilla. Don't recall at the moment. Like, I have to second guess myself on basically everything. Because I always go back and forth between the two. I'm like, is this one there, actually? Or am I just being crazy? All the time. Right. Alright, so she won't have enough for Nexusism, so we might as well disable this guy. That's fine. Get into a safe spot. God, that priest is just so strong. I'm gonna check the attack power in the Graven Ash. Why is that thing so friggin'... Yeah, 132. I mean, it's stronger than what I got, and granted, you know, it is what it is. It's just doing effective damage. But yeah. Not sure why this priest comes in with offensive tendency. But whatever. Alright. Can we disable Birdie? Yes. Birdie go bye-bye. Thank you. Get rid of that one. Actually, kind of terrible timing on that, but whatever. I'll take it. Oh, they just hit their own... Okay, well, and then they undid it. Well, okay, currently not getting attacked. I say while dying. Dang it! That was looking like such a good setup. Funny part is, like, as soon as this fight tips, that's it. As soon as the, like, 3 of the frontliners go down, we're basically golden. And we've already almost had that twice now. So a quick clarification here. So staffs and stuff like that are definitely better in the mod, by quite a wide margin, actually. Wouldn't be a team strategy game otherwise. Very true, very true. This is obviously not the way that it's intended to work, so just so you know. But anyway, yeah, the vanilla game almost feels like it was meant to be played as a solo run, by the way. That was kind of my main takeaway of that one. Everything worked way too well in a solo context. I mean, if you really want to get the most, the most appreciation out of vanilla, seriously, just play it solo. There we go. First melee guy is down. But anyway, yeah, the Graven Ash, the main reason it's doing so much is because it's getting effective damage through, because I don't have the armor to resist it. I can't move to disable many of these guys, but I can disable a bird. The dragon shouldn't do more than 60. Yeah, this is looking okay. I'm in kind of a dicey position, especially because of that hit right there. Okay, no, this is looking bad now. This frickin' knight, why is it... Okay. Is she boosted right now? No. So even unboosted, this knight seems to constantly get really high accuracy. Why is she so accurate with it? She's only rank 3. I don't... Augment light? No, it's not getting from that. I don't get it. She's always got 100%. Yeah, her agility doesn't... No, I mean, I've gotten staggered before. I don't know if I was staggered that time. We can check real quick. I'm gonna get away for the next turn. Hang on, couldn't see. Yeah, so not staggered. Unless this one did the stagger. Yeah, that one did the stagger. And it would be from behind, so okay, fair enough. Oh, it's 50%. I thought it was 25. Crap, alright, that'll do it. Well, that answers that mystery right there real good. Alright. Good, nobody get any hits, please. No, actually... What are you? Yeah, I almost feel like her getting blocked by this knight is the optimal route here. Then she goes and takes the warrior out there, who's going to be doing more damage. I believe once the dragon gets going, he'll be tougher to deal with. Especially with, like, disembowel and stuff like that, but, oh, he's even got a Radiant Gale. Okay, well, he's definitely got the bigger AoEs and such. Right, can I slow you? Yes. Alright, we'll see if they can be okay without us. I don't know if we can be okay without them, but... Oh, jeez. It's a very no on both accounts. Unbeasted. Only know that she can double exorcism. Already seen that. Alright, let's move to a really bad position here. That's fine. Right. Nah, every part of that was pretty much a no-go. So, like I mentioned before, kind of the backup plan for this is if I absolutely need to, I can just get the, I can either just skip this and go grind that weapon out the other way, or since I already know that the next version's going to have one-handed as an option, I can start going Ogre Dark and then start working on one-handers as one of the other classes, like Swordmaster or some such, which actually would give the same result that I was looking for from earlier, where I'd have the means for, well, basically for an actual way of dealing with a lot of things, as well as having the augmented weapon, as well as having the option to get into the later ends of Harampa, which now that I think about it, there's an AoE stop that the one-handers come with, which might actually be the better option overall. So then that would do a whole lot of wonders for crowd control. Another possible idea is just to go into this with a standard boulder. Galaxy Stop? No. Galaxy Stop is on the, what's it? This guy. But, the Astromancer, there we go. Blah. So, yeah, he can get Galaxy Stop by the end of the game, but I probably won't be using it. Just because most of the units that you'd kind of need it for, well, you don't have it for. I haven't tried Galaxy Stop plus Apocrypha plus... I mean, he's got that teleporting healing move, too. You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. It's like teleport heal plus Galaxy Stop. That'd be pretty freaking strong. So, either way, that's an idea for way down the road, though. Okay, so let's try one quick change, because this might make a big difference. We're losing out on 2% scaling damage, 20% ghost damage, and 14 attack power, but there is a chance that the extra speed gained from this will be enough to turn the tide, so let's do this. Because we're not really getting too much past their defenses anyway. But this will let us move a decent bit farther. Yeah, the damage difference isn't too bad, because we're mostly just getting our basic stuff through. Ah. I wish he'd stop getting hit so often. God dang. It's been blendered this round. Yeah, okay, this is going to be the way to do it. Yeah, this is going to be the way, for sure. Right, now we go over here. Now we go over here, so we still have the option to circle around. Shut this guy down. He's going to run forward as if he's going to attack. That guy's going to get a crit and throw that plane in the garbage. Okay, cool. That's fine. That's cool. I didn't really plan on accomplishing anything anyway. And he's going to miss his Thunder Beast. Okay, that's fallen apart on every possible account. Second Thunder Beast over here. Yeah, this is going to be the way. Because then I can move much faster. I can get those Thunder Beasts out faster. Yeah, this is definitely the way. Alright. The funny part is, whenever this fight's done, I'm going to feel paranoid as hell. Because usually the first reaction is to go and cancel away any kind of recruit attempts. Which is funny because it still gives you their equipment, but I know I'm going to not want to do that, just kind of out of paranoia. I know that's completely not how it works, but whatever. Okay, so we got no initial exorcism. That's already a bad start. Nice. Got the parry. She's shackled. Right. Perfect on that shackle, actually. Let's shackle you too. Who else wants some? Okay with being bound there, kind of. Good. Good, good, good. Scare them all. Or at least attempt to. Gravity flux, you, so you can't fly. I need to keep remembering to do that, by the way. Because Birdman can't do jack if he can't fly around, and he can't fly if he's leadened. It's one of those things I was talking about earlier that the mod does so well, because there's so many little things like that that you just never think about in vanilla, because it never comes up. It's like, honestly, the solo run of vanilla is probably the one that made me think about the actual vanilla mechanics more than anything else in the original game. Like, the mod really opened up my eyes to a lot of stuff that I never even knew was happening. Like, leaden ruining evasion. I think the not being able to fly thing I noticed before, but still, like, there's a lot more stuff that you just never really think about. The beast. We can go for Birdie, we can go for you. Yeah, you seem like the biggest threat. Lowest odds of hitting, but still. Alright. Yeah, she's probably going to heal him. There's nobody down to exercise that she's going to really go for here anyway. Yeah, that move, though. That move is ruining us real nice and raw-like. But that's fine. There's a couple other things that we can do here. A couple little optimizations I'm seeing. So, as far as this goes, what else can we put in here? Give us a little bit more vid. If we had a Balder Helm, that would make a big difference here, but I didn't get any drop. More health wouldn't be bad. The stun proof is really helping a lot. Is there anything else we really want to pick up here? It's actually interesting that he can't learn... Huh. Hang on, let me check something here. Technology can... Yeah, it's weird that the Terror Knight can't learn that, actually. You'd think that would... I think that'd be a specialty. Like, being able to control phantoms and things like that. For that matter, rogues, too. I mean, they're supposed to be all sneaky-like. Why can't they be all racist against ghosts? I mean, Terror Knights practically weaponize ghosts. Huh, alright. Well, that would have been potentially handy. I don't think Augment Dark would give us anything. Bash could be useful. Would cause him to slow down a little bit, but then that would also cause more attacks to be incoming. Siege wouldn't help us much. Treasure Hunt, no. Max TP, yes, but can't do that yet. Reflect would be useful, but also no. Literally any other class would be amazing, but oh well. Because the only problem with the TK is that it's really bad at supporting itself. It's kind of the problem that we're running into here. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. That's nice and optimal for the start. Because I need basically nothing to happen until I'm close. So let's go ahead and go this way now. Hopefully Aurelius doesn't get overwhelmed. That's still fine. Man, are they just having a friggin' Hollywood fight over there? Everybody's missing everybody? Alright. This will somewhat open stuff up. At least it'll prevent the ghost from getting any more MP for a little while, but I can't really move anyway. Alright, good. Good, good, good. We're getting them all grouped up. If we can get them all grouped up like last time, then... Oh, God's sake. That parry would have been very handy. Okay. Get bent, Mr. Birdie. Thank you. And move here so that I can drag some of them upward, maybe. Dude, you just wasted like 150 heal on nothing. Rampart Ore help. I'm running Rampart Ore 1, but yes, it does help a decent chunk here. Right now we need some way to mitigate a lot of their offense. It's like right here, if I go over here, I can somewhat block off their caster, back off on the left. Not sure why he decided to jump into the thick of it there. Aurelius, a heal 1 would do just fine. You don't have to pull off the 2 every single time. Yeah, I wish the AI could be told not to waste their MP. By the way, that's not possible, right, Rakes? There's no way to tell them, hey, maybe don't, like, splurge pretty much constantly. Whoa. You okay? Did you trip over your own foot? Little goofball. Goes over, ends up tripping on a toy on the ground. Just like rolls over, pretending he's about to cry. Just like rolls over and smiles. Like, yeah, I fell. It's awesome. I'm bulky. No worries. But yeah, just to show you, we are running Rampart 1. Rampart 2 wouldn't make too much of a difference here, because there's... I mean, even Rampart 1 isn't doing too much. It's kind of what the AI decides to do in this first turn that decides what route we end up going. Because if they all pile up on one of the AIs, we're kind of just boned from the get-go. If they decide to run off to the sides, then I can run down the middle, and then can support them that way. Unfortunately, this time they keep getting all their powerful moves going. Yeah, this one's a complete just shot in the balls from the very start. Let's move on. Anyway. Away we go. Yeah, definitely didn't take me this many tries the first time through, but the main difference in that one is that I had a Balder Helm for it. So I still get the silver shin guards, which are fine. I mean, they're relatively similar. The only difference is they don't give a parry bonus. First time through, that helmet just ended up dropping off a rando. Thanks for wasting some extra time there, lady. Alright, give myself a little heal, so that hopefully she doesn't decide to heal. Perfect. Actually, now that I think about it, her using Tabula Rasa is very beneficial, because it causes her to waste a little bit more time, so she gets a little bit more MP. Let's see what happens if we run down this way. Because I'd assume it's the same thing as always, that we run down there, get kind of caught in that little alleyway. We might be able to delay the lizard, I suppose. Priest ends up running off to the right. Right. Actually, this could work, because then if he attacks, then he still shouldn't have his finisher. So he's dead. I can go use... Actually, I can take out the ghost then, and run up and use a Thunder Beast on somebody else. Wow, this priest. God dang. Mega Priest knows no boundaries. Wait. Alrighty, and survived that coughing fit. Holy crap, that sucked. So in that case, another idea comes to mind. Go over here, put on a plume. Right, that should potentially allow for double-shotting this lizard. Hopefully she gets blocked. Because all the cleric can do is attack directly, right? So she's going to be a constant problem. I don't really understand how she's so accurate. Because even when not staggered, because I'm not getting staggered up to this point, right? Let him counter one more time. Probably set up another buff in this time. Why don't we say... Do we want to fortify? Yeah, I'm not sure I'm really getting anything out of this strengthen buff. Because I'm just getting base damage through. I'm going to put some fortify on. Okay, yeah, she uses Tabula Rasa, so she takes a little bit more time. She gets her full 20 MP. Oh, you terrible lizard. You're one bad, bad lizard. He might cast, but we don't really need it. You, though, need to stop. There we go. That's fine. That's perfectly okay. We just hit those 25s and 40s, sure. So yeah, lighter variant definitely seems stronger here by quite a while. Actually, a lot more so than I even expected. Fortify, we're surprisingly not getting much of a benefit out of. It's maybe taking 20 away. I feel like maybe this would help out a little more. I feel like endgame archers will hit you through smoke screens and stuff like that anyway, so I'm not really going to bother with that. Then again, that might just be because of the bolt bow, or the rail bow. So, new plan. We're going to go over here. We will disable the birdie. We're going to face this way. Hopefully not get hit by the knight. Alright, lizard goes away, but he's injured. Okay, that's 2 shackled. 1 down and ready for exorcism. Alright, good, but he needs a heal. I am so very, very sick of this cleric. Right, you go there. We'll run away. Please exercise her. So one random nun is more terrifying than anything else on this map. Okay. I think I'm already dead. Yeah, she's not gonna exercise her anyway. Rip. Ripping stone to death. Alright. Let's try that again. So yeah, once we're done here, shouldn't have any more resets until we try for Rampa. Should just be a smooth cruise on through. Alright. Let's go here. Dude. Stop rolling your low odds. And if that scared him, it could have finished him off. Conveniently got knocked back, though. Not that it matters, because this one's probably screwed already. But you know what? Might as well give it the old try, right? You never know when some new epiphanies will occur. You never know. you know what? I suppose this is pretty accurate now, huh? Well, we can turn off damage for a few turns. So I guess that's a thing. So I guess right now the priority is just we're finding our way to recover, though nope. Yeah, if he could be forced to drop his to drop a bag, like if he dropped a bag just like almost any other unit in the game, then at the very least there would be a chance of getting his gear, and then we might be able to continue on here. Honestly, I'd probably be okay with just any piece of his equipment, because the helmet is by far the hardest to get. His sword actually spawns pretty regularly in the late game. They don't drop. It's more of an uncommon drop. Worm scale armor becomes relatively common. You start getting that stuff pretty much all the time. Alright, whatever. We'll just... Only reason I'm resetting there is because that turn was already screwed, and they already took some hits. Oh, come on. Stop counter-hitting her. I can't tell her not to attack. I can tell her not to die, though. She doesn't usually listen. It's kind of a problem. Little bit of an issue. Good. That's about as good as that can go. As is that. Please don't... Oh, come on, you terrible little helmet man. You terrible helmet man. Gotta go. Good luck in the run. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. Hopefully you should be done with us by next time. Now let's drop a lament right here, because there's actually a possibility... Well, there was a possibility to finish off this guy. Why are you rolling low numbers? Alright, good. So she's got one more exorcism in the tank if we can survive. Nice. Ooh, you know what? Oh, there's a chance for an exorcism spiral here. Okay. Hang on. Might as well just take the swing, actually. Alright. Alright. I need this ghost. No, I don't. I need... What do I need here? Let's move here. Nice. Nice! Okay, come on, keep doing that. Sure, why not? That's not good. Come on, good. When I'm talking about an exorcism spiral, I mean like where we start knocking them out fast enough that, well, it becomes realistic to not need to exercise. Which I guess is kind of a counterintuitive name, but whatever. Dead. Okay, cool. We got finger bones, I guess. Ooh. Thank you for the follow there, Shifty Sauce. Appreciate it. Ah, crap. We were doing so good. Well, I would say they'd have a chance to pull it off if she just went for the exorcism, but no. Fine. Righty. Let's try again. Actually, I wonder if I just put on True Strike here. I specifically never picked up anything to be able to do True Strike. Alright, this might seem like a dumb idea. Sidestep. So, reason I'm putting on Sidestep is last time we would have been just fine if that archer hadn't hit. Everything else was missing just fine. So, in theory, if I'm immune to arrows, then we should be immune to everything else. We're going to go here, and boost her MP if we can. Nice. Try to do all damage from counterattacks. Alright, please parry. Good. Yeah, sure glad that sidestep helped out. Alright. It's a pretty okay setup. Might be dead anyway, though. Alright, this is workable. Let's give you more MP. And hopefully she's going to go for a double exorcism after that, instead of a heal. Ah, crap. Now Divol's going down. Heal of some description. Alright, come on, Diebold, survive. I should be the more tempting target here. Wow. Oh, come on now. This frickin' priest, man. I gotta check if I was staggered, because... What? Yeah, I was staggered. Odds are low, but they ain't impossible. That's what I like to see. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. If you stop rolling low numbers. Excellent. And now I guess I'll just die. Okay. And then one more, and then one more, and then one more, and then one more. No idea. Let's try going this way. So she just basically noped out of having the MP to actually exercise. That sucks. Alright, let's try going this way. Yeah, she's completely checked out of being useful, apparently. So now Diebold's stuck trying to hold the entire middle by himself. Thanks, Aurelius. You know, I'm starting to wonder if she actually has a different tendency every time she spawns in. Right, so theoretical idea here. Keep her belt. Put those two much lower in their speed. Gonna try to drag them away from the fight. I guess that does put Diebold against most of the big threats by himself, but this one's already kind of screwed up, so screw it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this one's pretty golden right now. Then again, if I just... I wonder if I just sit up top. Hey there, Beal. Start watching. Can't you do a training fight against your own team to level in this game? Not in this one. You could in the original NES version and in Night of Lotus. But basically the features kind of technically implied to already be happening in the background. So hang on one sec. So basically the way it works in this game is you bring certain teams into fights, and then the starting from the bottom up, the experience is distributed from that fight, and then they all gain proficiencies in different skills, kind of like as the fight goes on, as they use those skills. It's kind of a weird mechanic, but I guess they expected you to use a lot more classes than people generally do, because normally the optimal way to play is you just take maybe 3 or 4 classes, then just curb stomp the entire game. But if you take more than that, it's going to be a complete slog. If you take less than that, you're just going to break the thing in half. So, well, that is to say, if you take 2, or even if you just take 1, you will break the game in half until suddenly the game breaks you. Because then it switches up to New Game Plus scaling, and then suddenly you don't have a level advantage anymore. And then the game just kind of destroys your butt, and that's it. But yeah, so this is the modded version, the One Vision rebalance. Basically, it fixes a lot of the weird issues like that. So, for example, even when you're over-leveled, or even if you're severely under-leveled, it doesn't matter as much. It'll give you advantages for stuff like evasion and whatever else, but you won't be hitting like a friggin' missile every single time you try to attack anything. Because yeah, there were so many cheeses in the original game, it's not even funny. Like, in the original game, you could basically become a god, which is how I did the vanilla solo run, which is just every time that you leveled a unit as a class, their background stats increased. So they basically have the class stats that are just stacked on top of their personal stats. So the personal ones remain static until you level up, which yeah, for that one, you just kept getting those stats for every single level up you got as a certain class. Which basically meant you could just shift somebody between classes throughout all of Chapter 1, and suddenly it's like, okay, their stats are double what the AI is, and then suddenly you get to Chapters 2, 3, 4, you know, you get all these different classes, you can have your stats maxed out pretty quickly, which is funny, because then the skill leveling was super slow, so even with only one character doing everything, yeah, Deflect only ever got to level 3, despite being used pretty much all game for 100+ hours. There's 8 ranks, by the way, so I don't really know what they were thinking of that one, but oh well. That's why this mod scale has all the skills going like 6 to 15 times faster, so yeah, it's a lot more fun to play. That is to say, it uses all the same mechanics, so there's a ton of interesting crap going on, but it's really, really weird. The kinds of stuff that got left in the base game. So what we're trying to do here, by the way, Mr. Buell, to kind of explain what's going on here, I need, since I'm doing a solo run here, these two are just AIs that happen to be in this area. But basically, what I'm trying to do is get the game to give me equipment that I shouldn't have yet. So while I could go into this with one of my over-leveled classes, like if I went in here with Warrior like I did last time, it's just not even a fight. We just curb stomp this thing and call it a day. That being said, I still have enough stuff set up that I can one-shot certain things on here. But there's one unit that's capable of doing exorcisms, which is when we need to put these zombies down for good. finished the previous thought, we're trying to get the game to give me end-game equipment without actually being in the endgame. We're in Chapter 3 out of 4, out of technically 8 chapters. So endgame equipment starts in Chapter 4. Yes, it's just kind of technically a chapter early, but to get the entire set of it takes a lot longer than that. So it's worth it to get through a certain part in the game, because once we hit Chapter 4, there's a forest that has 2 crafting books that I want to get. One for two-handed katanas, one for two-handed swords, which will basically allow for going through and beating some of the later parts of the game, because they're not exactly broken, but they do have some of the more unique characteristics. As far as the elemental scaling weapons, there's something that will allow for getting much farther in terms of damage. As far as the Dragon Slayer, that will allow for the single highest damage potential in the game. At the cost of weighing, like, hell. The actual weight of the thing is, let's see. The actual weight of the Dragon Slayer is more than the entirety of my equipment combined right now. So we're going to be slow as hell with that thing. Also, hang on, being called over. Just one moment. Alrighty, and back. Yeah, my... Oh. Oh, yes ma'am. I don't really figure your logic here, but okay. You're back. Okay, now I'm back. That's funny. My daughter definitely ended up getting my wife's diligence there. Ends up getting up in the morning. Or, well, she got up a while ago, but anyway. So she wanted to go and eat and everything else. So she was calling me over, so I go over. It's like, Daddy, brush teeth! She's just there with her toothpaste and toothbrush. Constantly needs extra brushing to start the day. Every time she gets an apple, it's like, no, wash, wash. Very, very clean. Anyway, it's nice. Meanwhile, my son's over here like, excuse me while I go dump over the trash and try to eat it. Not literally a thing that happened right now, anyway. It was like one time we were all cooking there, and he was like, yeah, let me Let me just dump the trash, see what's in there. See what I can mess around with, see what I can pick up off the floor. He's a little chaos engine. I should have turned him around. Oh, crap. This fight's going weird right now. Right now, I'm just curious to see where this goes. Yeah, there we go. Wanted to see how long that miracle would last. Alright. So after this, if we don't pull it off this time, there's one more thing in the store that I want to go take a look at. Because there's actually a pretty decent chance that there's a couple debuff items that I should probably pick up. Like, I know that I'm missing the one for False Strike, and I know I'm missing the one for Weaken. Though I'm trying to remember now if those are actually a thing that you get at this point, or if they're a Chapter 4 unlock. That's also very possible. Did he just get his finisher? Oh crap, we're gonna die. Alright, well, Defensive Lament fails. Nice, okay. Oh, thank you. Can you go put this in the sink? Thank you. Alright. Every part of that just went sideways. Yeah, stop this guy. Because we can survive the ghost and knock him out. Some boy definitely got his clownness from his mom, picks up his toys and throws away his trash. Yeah, we're just getting to the point of our son putting everything away, but yeah, she'll go put stuff in the sink, she'll go throw away the trash. It's nice. It's really awesome. Ah, crap. I was hoping he was too far away. Not even 2 yet? Yeah. I think, yeah, daughter, well, yeah, daughter's 2 and a few months now, and, son is, let's just say about 1.6. Alright. Yeah, if we had counter 2 at this point, then we might have better options at this point. Yeah, if we get a regular one, then we can almost finish him off with another one. Just lament hits, maybe we can finish him off. Then she goes for that dragon. Maybe just leaving him on low health isn't a bad idea. What in the crap is all that damage flying towards Diebold? Oh, crap. Okay, to the store. Now, let's sell all this stuff, because we're never going to use it. So, what do we got for these items here, right? So we got plumes, those are okay. Basins are okay. Spirit stone, probably not going to use them much, but we have them. Healcraft is about as worthless as you can get. I forget if there was any possible way to rework Healcraft. I think you said that it was impossible without that MIPS thing. Alright, True Strike, we don't really need it right now. Resilience feels a little bit iffy over the course of this run. It, like, even later on, by the way. So, like, when I was testing the middle of Farampa there was a pretty regular annoying issue there when it came to getting past all the casters. Because Resilience will block what I like to call the soft magic. So, soft magic would basically be like basic casters, right? So their missile abilities, their AoE abilities, that kind of thing. Hard magic would then be the... which, again, this flies in the face of their normal thing, but it's just mentally how I classify them. Because normally it's supposed to be, is your system defined or not defined? But, in this case, yeah, it just takes like 20% damage off of the softer variants of it. But it does not affect Draconics. Regular armor does, but just stacking a whole bunch of vitality is a lot more useful in either way. And hello there, Mr. Prokow. Oh. Wait a minute, how did you even do that? How did you stick a Christmas hat on the dude? I must know your magical ways, dude. How did you do it? Can you edit emotes? Is that a thing? Alright. So we can, yeah, let's pick up 4 of those. Breach we already have. Feeble Mind. Probably wouldn't hurt, actually. No, we already have those. Rupture, False Strike. Yeah, False Strike we have. Stagger. Sure. How are you putting Christmas hats on everything, man? I'm apparently really bad at this. Anything new I can craft here? Yeah, the Scutum wouldn't help. Brigandine wouldn't really help here. Huh. Use the channel points. I almost kind of wonder if herbalism could have, like, a pile of mending leaves. Like, you just staple together 2 mending leaves to get yourself a 75 heal or something. Just something that uses some rare component that would allow you to heal stuff while being really bad at alchemy. What do? I guess what do is we get back to it and keep on grinding away at this until we get it. Only got a little bit of time left, but dang it, we're gonna keep trying. Oh, crap. Aurelius, why did you just decide to invalidate that one? Bad brain, Aurelius, bad brain. Alright. I'm almost starting to wonder what would happen if I just kind of didn't wear leg armor anymore. If I just took off my pants to scare the zombies. Is there any way to program that in? Like, Lament of the Dead has far more likely odds of success if you just take your pants off. Alright, and then where's that thing with the making not hit happen? Alright, you, stop hitting things, because your axe skills are way too good. Alright, that's actually an okay spot for Aurelius. You're down. Good. Good. Also somehow good. Terrible. Sure, 7% rolls, but not the other ones. Don't even question it. Stun might be useful. Shackle's better. Excellent. There's 2 exorcisms out of the way. Can she keep rolling that? I don't think she's got the MP to pull it off again, but let's see. Ah, crap. Oh, he's having a bad time now. You slow down. Starting to wonder if I hit Aurelius with slow, if that would help. Dude just survived with 1 health. It might already be too late, but dang it. Okay, good. A miss. Alright. Our best healing move is just to boost her, because her turns always seem to come very, very shortly after. Ooh. You okay? Yeah, you just fell down? Okay, good. He's shackled. Parry. Ah, hell. Well, this is definitely the way to go. We know that much. Alright. Slight adjustment. Let's see if we trade these shin guards for a cross. Gonna try out this evasion. See how that works out. Okay, that went about as badly as it could have started. good with that. Turn off you. Yeah, I think that's going to be the way to go. Interesting, her phalanx just saved me. I was about to die. Whoa, guys, it's okay. Put them back. Put them back right now. No, we're not messing with that. Put it back. No, come here. I know you do, but I told you to put it back, because it's not needed. Put it back on the shelf. Thank you. Alright, well that's about as expected. And time for another reset. Hello there, Mr. ProCow. Let's see, try Dungeon Siege with only one character and only one so far. Do tell. How far did it get? Yeah, there's some things definitely not meant for a solo run. Like, I will say this is technically not supposed to be possible. It just happens to technically be somewhat possible. Like, I'm sure you guys can see the numbers that I'm seeing in my head by now. This is, again, I pulled this off in testing before. I know that this can happen. There's only one piece of equipment that was different, and I'm fairly certain we don't even need it. So, it is how it is. Yeah, let's go throw this out there. It usually doesn't involve this much RNG, but That's his game for you. There's friggin' rolls assigned to everything. Which can be really good or really bad. Like in this case, where absolutely everything is rolling wrong. Alright, leave those to a critical, turn that one off. Yeah, that's like 4 unlikely rolls in a row now. Figures. Anyway, I can only have so much time left. Like, I'm gonna say, like, maybe 5 more minutes. Because it's really time to get ready for the rest of the day. Maybe sounds like a rooster sounds. Yeah, I guess I can see that. But yeah, no, it's more a case of they were both watching their puppies, and my son was waving around a stick that he found, and just, like, lightly tapped her on the arm, and she's like, "Oh, God, I'm gonna die." So, you know, he had to get punished for the stick, and she had to be calmed down. But yeah, brother-sister dynamics, they're hilarious. Alright, we can kinda do some business here. A little bit of a defensive offense, as it were. Alright, good. Very good. Happy New Year, Mr. Rakes. You have yourself an awesome one. And, yeah, I'll see you next year, whenever that'll happen to be. I hope everything's awesome. Looking forward to the new version. And, yeah. We're probably wrapping up really soon here, so wouldn't expect it to take too much longer. There we go, another one down. Come on, please let this be the attempt. Seems like Oilia specifically targets the time when my back is turned to go and drop an exorcism. Oh, come on. You didn't need to... You really needed to crit that 40%. That was absolutely necessary. Rude. I feel like that's still the most likely to succeed tile, because what it boils down to, there's 150% roll at the very start. Okay, this is a hit or miss. Fine, whatever. Once they get to that start there, it's a bunch of 20s to 45s. Their odds of succeeding are pretty decent. Unfortunately, then stupid crap like that happens, where Diebold just runs up and gets himself double hit. Or even better yet, the ones where he crits and then gets himself finisher killed right off the bat. Because he's hands down the toughest unit that's around on this map, but... dude, it does not always seem that way. Okay, that's about as good as that start could have gone. Please stop with having the mighty strikes ready to go. It's rude. Alright. Okay, we can get a lament going right here. Yeah, sure. Come to think of it, did I remember to put that vest back on? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Yeah, that'd be the thing to do it here, then. Not that it seems to help, considering they will happily nail 25% after 25%. But it's okay. That is why we get infinite attempts. Alright. And away we go. So for those... oh, yep, that's a no right away. And yeah, for those wondering, just kind of for anyone that would have showed up late, main reason that we're kind of running gloves here is to help with these rolls. Gives a seemingly decent chance. Mr. Diebold, stop getting yourself deaded for no reason. It's like, I got the absolute minimum chance to hit. Let me go ahead and get myself hit twice anyway. This is a great idea with no possible downsides. Love it. Alright. Good. Alright, weirdly enough, I'm seeing the Cupra Belt as the main way that we could get out of this. Because that'll throw out their turn order. Maybe give us a chance here. So Phalanx on the roof is pretty intelligent, yeah. Although it ended up backfiring in the end. Whoa! Oh my goodness, the stool wars are real. There's this friggin' little stool that came with one of the Christmas gifts. It's this little tiny plastic stool. For whatever reason, like it just kind of sits around as a little stepping stool for them to get up on the couch. So yeah, I hope the sitting kind, not the other. Oh yeah, no. Just like this little blue stool, right? So it just sits there. Like, my son occasionally likes to run up and just like lift the thing up and down as toddlers do. He's like, "Oh, look, stool," dink dink, just knock it on the couch or something. Because all they knew is to run around and mash interact with everything. But for some reason, if my daughter sees that, despite the fact that she does the same thing, she will lose her frickin' mind. No idea why. Just, like, explodes in absolute rage that it's her stool, which technically it's his. And just, yeah, just will completely go ballistic on the kid. It's so random. I don't know. Okay. And dead. But yeah, so I just started calling it the Stool Wars. It's just a little innocent stool, and there's other stools like it. That's the only one that just causes an absolute war to happen. Oh, what's up? Did you find your little pooping dog thing? Oh yeah, so my wife found the best friggin' toy ever at a Five Below. This thing is just like this little fluffy... Oh. Hey, it's... What? I can't talk about the poo dog? Hold on, one sec. Anyway, point being, you squeeze the little fluffy poo dog, and just like this glittery blue bubble pops out of its butt. It's just a little fluffy toy dog otherwise, with a little Christmas hat. Like, man, that is... I don't even know how to feel about that, but it's awesome. So yeah, couldn't stop laughing at the store, so wife ended up grabbing it, but... Oh wait, we're already dead. I don't know what I'm trying to continue on here. Alright, let's give this one last token... Well, let's give it 3 more tries. Why not? Come on, RNG. I know you know how not to screw us. When this fight goes well, it's such a simple fight. I kind of wish there was a luck boosting item. Because the best I can realistically do is if I end up sacrificing a few other stats in order, and also the stun immunity, and also 20 health for the purposes of getting the luck ring, which I don't even know if I can make it yet. I don't know, just doesn't seem worth it. Yeah, I don't think I have Codex of Gems yet, so I couldn't get it if I wanted to, which would boost it up to 20 luck. Which is, again, just 10 more luck than now. It's not ultra amazing. Right, we can delay these two. Run back here, get Aurelius her healing. Or her charging, anyway. Oh my god, is this... This is lining up. This is lining up. Come on, please be the one. Please do it. Right. I knew he'd have to stop there. Right, Diebold needs to hold up. He's gonna get a good heal now. Oh, dude, you absolute legend. Okay. Dead. Not gonna move. Okay, good. Still getting those rolls. We're on the far end of the map, so some of them are retreating. He's stun immune. If one man hits, I might be able to finish him here. Almost. A crit would have done it, but can't roll for that. Another exorcism down. Excellent. Another one's trapped. And another one's down. She's got the points. Are my odds better right here? Yes. Son of a dick. I need this guy's items. Okay, destroyer mark, not so much. Okay, another one down. No, where are you going? Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, come on. Alright, this just went backwards in every possible way. I need you gone. Whatever. I'm just gonna let it play through for the moment, just because I want to see something. Yeah, that was that was the best that it's gone so far. And I think she is on an offensive mindset. Excellent. Alright, so since I gotta call it here, I just want to show you something real quick. Where do we have it here? So this is a cheat that I use for testing all the time. Just kind of show you what happens when you do beat it. This doesn't count, by the way. This is just showing what it does. Yeah, that's something else when you can actually die even when having infinite turns here. Go. Not really sure why she didn't heal there, but whatever. Alright, Except now I just made this take longer, because I have to go around this side. And use a bunch of mint leaves, because, yeah. This is actually something, oh crap, I meant to ask Rix while he was here. Meant to see if there was actually a save editor type of thing available. Didn't actually see if he responded to my message yesterday, but yeah, it would be really handy if that was a thing. Because there's several things that I'd like to do as far as challenge ideas and, like, monthly challenge ideas and everything. Like, I had an idea in mind for just setting up situations within the story. Just kind of like a little one-off challenges and all that. Here's mine in the Discord? Okay. Anyway, just to show you what happens if and when you do beat it. Yes. Anyway, so you get him with his Buckanawa. You can just turn him away and you get the stuff anyway. And then with her, you get the Magus Robe, which it like in itself is not super amazing, but this is actually really useful later. Okay. Later on, kind of next to the Mirage Cloak, this thing is really handy for just putting up with a lot of casters. So yeah, we have invited their stuff to join the party, basically. But yeah, at that point you get the Buckanawa. It's quite a hefty upgrade. Armor, you know, also pretty frickin' strunk. But yeah, it's only 26 to actually use, so it would be used on one of the other classes. And anyway, with that all being said, it's time I call it for the day. Because it appears Stool Wars have been replaced with Box Wars over here, so I gotta get going. Yeah, you guys have a fantastic new year. Take care.